Shut up. You know you love this
No.
voice. I'll be right.
Oh, shut up. All right. So, Rules Lost, session 3, kind of. I suppose. Is it session? Yeah, session 3. 3.5. We'll do 3.5.
3.5.
3.2.5 slash dash everything. Last time we left off, Rooms Lost. The party of 4, because Ken has been retconned because that motherfucker decides to ditch. You guys climbed Mount Targon, and after facing several different challenges, which tested your wits, your strength, your faith, and your will, you climbed the mountain. You faced these trials, and you became face to face, if I can speak English, with a certain figure which you all know as Leona, the Radiant Dawn. This figure is standing before you, and she stands sword and shield sort of by her arms, not really at the ready per se. And she's there for some sort of reason. Behind her stands the rune of the sun, the very thing you came here looking for.
Mm-hmm.
You guys see the thing, right?
We do.
All right. So, as you stand here, TJ, are you there? If that doesn't know, I'll keep going anyway. So, as the party ascends to the peak of Mount Targon, you come face to face with Leona. Okay, there he is. And
Sorry. Eating Cheerios.
yeah, clearly. And as you stand there, she stands sort of very stoic, unmoving. Her eyes are closed, and there just nothing to see much. And as the group approaches her, you're about, let me just actually say how far. You're about 25 feet away from her. Several glowing words, from words that are written in Targonian, which you guys begin to recognize as you ascend the mountain, begin floating in the air before you. Sola, who is the only one who is fluent in Targonian, I'm going to send this to you again. Looks from a little bit of distance and translates what these words say. Sola, if you would.
Where's the circle?
If you want me to do it?
You do it. You do it. It's only fair.
Daughter of the sun, enter the stage. Keep your nerves steady and your heart at bay. Should you pass this trial, home you shall be bound. The strength of the sun will clear all your doubts.
From what this cryptic message stands, one of you is being challenged to enter and face Leona from the sounds of it. What you're entering on who the daughter of the sun is somewhat of a clear indication, but from here on, there's only one very distinct choice as to what has to happen here. And I think you guys should still have access to it. So Sola steps forward, moving towards her, and as he does, a ring give me a sec. There you go. A ring appears of this sort of dome of glowing magical energy. This dark, deep arcane magic forms around her, and encompassing both her and Leona. And now the three other members are now trapped outside, only capable of seeing inwards through what hazy little things they can see. As Sola enters and the stone forms, the figure that is Leona picks up her sword and shield and stands to the ready and opens her eyes, revealing these starry, deep shaded blue eyes. They're they're not even eyes; they're slates of stars. They're motionless voids of pit. There's nothing behind them, nothing to see. And it's definitely strange. It's something you're not used to, and you're a little worried. You're a little scared for sure. But you stand there, and as you do, this figure moves towards you, and strikes at you. Roll a Constitution saving throw.
Okay, Constitution. That's 20 plus 5.
20 plus 5. Starting off strong. I like that.
Better than last
Good.
time.
Last time didn't happen. Remember, guys?
Didn't happen.
Talking about when we were last in that dungeon and you screwed up the roll.
No, I'm pretty sure you're the one who rolled an @1 against the wolves, TJ. But
No, I had the best roll. What are you talking about?
Sure,
I freaking destroyed that monster.
So
I believe that party died, so.
As this Leona figure pulls, lunges you with her sword, you very easily and slightly, like it shocks you slightly that this person you know will just emotionlessly attack you, and you quickly sort of dodge out the way as she strikes at you.
Do I like move my character?
No, it's kind of like it's kind of like you're only within 5 feet of each other. So like some breathing room.
Okay.
So you sort of dodge to the side as she like swings her sword and sort of pulls back.
Okay.
And now does anyone else want to try to do anything here? Any kind of checks?
I want to move right here,
Okay.
and I want to start laying a depth charge. Like
Okay, so that's
setting down like IED. That is gonna be my turn.
Do you have some gunpowder or some explosive of some kind?
I'm gonna pull it out of my magical tool belt.
All right. Darian and Felix, is there anything you guys want to do?
Move into the circle if I can.
You cannot move into the circle itself. It's like a giant barrier, like it's an energy dome. Basically, it's pure magical energy. It just seems like if you when you try to move in towards it, it sort of pushes you back. Does not allow you in.
Can I do the
Second. Let me see.
what was it called? The Arcana check? I don't know what it was
Yeah,
called last time.
You can make an Arcana check.
Arcana check? Okay, so that's gonna
Can
be
I move
a...
there?
You'd have to move
Oh,
through the
she's
circle so you
proficient.
can.
She gets +1. So I'll roll a d20 +1 for it. For you.
Okay.
11. for
11.
her.
All right. So as
move here.
Felix sort of no teach give me a sec. As Felix looks at this barrier, sort of tries to analyze, like feel what kind of magic is emanating from it. He senses it's very deep arcane magic, very ancient, and to even attempt to break it will be incredibly difficult. But you don't understand the origins or how it works or where it's even come from. It's a mystery to you for the most part. So TJ, do you want to move somewhere?
Yes, I want to move the right side. This area.
You'd have to go around. So you'd have to go like here to here, and then to here. This would be your path.
Yeah, that'll be fine.
All right. So you can move your character.
We're just trying to go around the pit and take it.
All right.
I'm gonna try and steal it.
So
You can
can't help
scale
it.
that cliff if you roll an athletics check, TJ. Go
Yeah.
for it. Or sorry, Darian. Go for it.
all right.
Can
So back to the circle, and the figure with the starry eyes, this Leona figure, again reaches for her sword and swings down at you. This is far more aggressively this time. And as she's swinging, these whispers begin to flow through your ears as if it was just wind. Very quietly asking you to strike back in anger. Roll a Constitution check.
Okay. Give me a second. I'm rating something. I'm not gonna be able to have any other actions besides this, am I?
You can move and you can do other things if you want.
So I have to roll a Constitution check first.
Roll a
yeah?
Constitution check
Can I do
first.
something else?
Oh yeah, afterwards you can do something else. This is like the Leona's turn. 20. Wow, this is some great rolls compared to last time. So this time it's just she
Yeah,
swings
last
down
time we
violently,
rolled that.
and again you just very lightly tap her sword with your shield, and it's sort of there's no need to grunt for a second. It just sort of swings down, and this blank face just looks at his sword and pulls back and gets ready for another attack. So what do you want to do now?
Okay. So what I want to do right now, okay,
Mm-hmm.
is I want to let me go find it real quick because I already lost my spells. Give me a second.
Praise the sun. Praise it.
Praise the sun.
Where the fuck am I? There they are. I want to detect good and evil.
Okay.
Oh my god.
That's charisma, so I get +5 on the roll. I want to see what the fuck if this is Leona or not, because if I roll a high roll, I'll be able to know if it's Leona or not. Okay, so
I mean,
roll
no.
is
Okay. Wait. Here, okay.
Okay, wait, what?
First things first. I won't count this roll just because the way Detect Good and Evil works is it doesn't tell you. I mean, you might be able to tell, but the way it works is, unfortunately, it's you detect whether like their alignment, are they good, evil, or neutral. That's how it works. Like you
Oh,
can't.
that's what that is. Okay.
Yeah, that's just-
then that doesn't matter, does it?
Like it can help because it can.
If it does tell me that she's good, then I know it's her.
Yeah,
Okay, so can I roll
but unfortunately, you still rolled a 1.
that? You just said you're not gonna count it. Okay, fuck you.
Okay, no, you're right. I'll,
Whatever.
Just roll again. No, roll again.
No, it's fine.
Roll again. I will roll
so-
for you if you don't roll
Do
again.
not yell at me, Nacho, please.
I will yell at you.
Just
roll
go,
again.
Don't yell at me.
You already.
I will yell at you all I want.
No, you yelling at me and TJ laughing at me doesn't really help.
All right.
At all.
So as you,
I'd like for that to not happen.
I'm sorry. So as you cast, so as you block, you sort of, as you're blocking this blow, you reach for your holy symbol, and you concentrate on it slightly, and the shield sort of stops the normal area that would you'd be able to encompass from expanding. But from within this sphere, you sense that there is, again, no good and no evil intentions. There is. It's as if earlier in the mountain, you felt nothing, no malicious intent, but no good intentions throughout the whole time. And it's the same. It's the exact same feeling. It's this feeling of true emptiness, as if there's nothing to feel, nothing to sense.
Yeah.
And that is what you feel from that.
So absolutely nothing. Okay, that's my turn.
Sorry, Chris.
All right,
when
so-
you rolled the 1, I thought like he was gonna be like, "Oh, you looked at her and you're like, yeah, that's mom."
Yeah, that's not, no. I mean, that's not how the spell works. It's just because of how the spell works. That's not how it would work. But Hex, it's your turn here.
Okay, I want to set off this explosives to try to break the barrier
You're gonna kill yourself.
and move over as I'm doing it.
How
Oh,
many?
yeah,
how
you're
many
definitely gonna
explosives?
kill
How much
yourself.
explosives? Like, what are we talking? What kind of like?
Like a
not
jar,
talk about
kind
it.
of like a black pellet powder about the size of my hand.
About the size of
How
your
big is your
hand.
hand?
So about like
That's still a lot of black
Like-
powder.
Wait.
a pound and a half black powder.
Pound
A
and a half.
pound and a half. He about to blow this whole mountain peak off.
That's a lot.
No, wait.
Just measure them out as fists, so it's about like
Let's
fist and a half
talk
of
about
black powder.
Jason, let's talk about.
Give
this,
me a
like-
sec.
Fellas. Everybody outside of the circle is about to get hit. Real bad.
Okay,
I'm
real quick.
saying like I did more than just pour on the ground. Like I made a like shaped kind of charge with it.
But
So
it's
you made
a
a trail.
a pound and a half.
It's like a 30-meter blast radius.
How far back are you moving here?
You can only go 25 feet. Better hide.
Wait, let me look this up. I want to see how much that actually.
Like I just
Trust me.
that's what I looked it up. I'm like I just like seeing what half a pound looks like.
That's
Are
there.
you sure you want a pound and a half?
Yes.
Like you
Oh
are
my-
literally
you are-
messing
Wait,
with some
wait.
heat.
Wait, let me look up how much a pound and a half looks like. 'cause
It's
I
not-
think
That's
I-
a lot. That is a lot of gunpowder.
Look at that.
Like-
gunpowder, you said black powder.
That's gunpowder and black powder are the same thing. That's an obscene amount. Like more
Yeah,
than you
that's
ever
not
need in
big
your
enough.
life.
Well,
Okay,
That's
not
what I'm
not more
like
than you need in your
putting in-
life. That's a
then
lot.
then let's say 1 pound of black powder.
Oh yeah, 1 pound. is So much.
Go
better
for it.
than
You know what?
That's
Just
not
go
really
for it.
The legal limit you can have in California is a pound of black powder. So I just found that.
Just go for it, man. Honestly.
Sure.
Just hit it. Just screw it.
Okay, so X isn't too stupid, so I'm gonna move. Like I set it right here.
Okay.
Hex is gonna move. Let's see, right there, and kind of like
Right. Okay.
block
Where? Move it.
and
Oh my
use this like rock shelf as like semi-cover
Okay.
black powder.
Give me a
So
sec. I'm
it's
just
there.
gonna.
Okay.
What do? You roll for damage or something? You roll to see.
Okay, so that's where it is.
Yep.
Yes.
Yep.
And you've ignited it and you've run away, basically.
Yes.
Okay. So
There's a little bit of use, like
Okay.
like a 10 use.
Jason,
So
I swear, if you roll a 1, you have to have like a whole.
no, this isn't a roll kind of thing. This is mad science. Okay, no, I'm gonna actually I will have you roll dexterity here. I'm gonna have you roll dexterity.
For a roll or something.
No, roll dexterity.
Okay, so-
Oh my god.
Gonna
Gear
trip,
+5. So
gonna trip and fall.
I-
8.
Oh fucking Christ. Okay,
Fall.
so
He's gonna trip and fall.
you start here and you want to move over there.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
So as you've been like planning, like you've been pulling on this powder and planning, like you've had this all incredibly well thought out in your head. It sounds like a brilliant plan to you. And so you set it up brilliant. It's beautifully set up. It's perfectly set up, so it looks fine. And so you light the fuse with you have like a couple seconds to get out, and you start running. You're about here before you trip. Like I say trip. It's like a fumble, and you catch yourself and you keep going. But it's enough of a time that you get to around here before it goes off. And again, a pound is still a lot of black powder. Like half a pound is a lot. 1 whole pound of exploded gunpowder.
Oh no.
Like, okay, so here's what happens per se. So the explosion goes off. The barrier stays intact. The surrounding area, not so much. The immediate 5 feet around the explosion are just charred. It's just black charcoal. 10 feet, it's like singed and the snow is melted. 15 feet, it's like the snow is like starting. It's melted. The heat is that bad. At where you're about 20 feet away. You're slightly singed. You've taken like not a lot,
1d4
but it's still 4 points of fire damage.
Oh no!
It was amazing though. It was amazing.
It was
though.
glorious. Like you're running and like you hear it go like behind you. You turn around, like don't even turn around. It's like cool guys. You put your sunglasses and you put them on. You're like yeah.
I heard a kaboom.
Oh yeah, no, like everyone heard it. Like the whole mountain heard this thing go off. Like
even the Leona stopped to look over.
oh yeah, no, like this, like inside the circle, like they just take a pause. Like what? And the runic wall of magic, that in itself is charred. Like it is just covered in soot.
For a second.
Yeah.
Blink for a second.
No, it didn't blink. It's just covered in soot now. Like it didn't affect it whatsoever.
Good job.
And like here's the thing, and then Felix felt the shockwave slightly, and like had to catch himself from like stumbling over. Darian sees this huge like small mushroom cloud go off, and this like I say this is, but he's not that far off. And it's like what the hell just went off over there? No, you as well. You also are slightly half deaf now, so any perception checks to do with hearing, you have disadvantage on. Felix has disadvantage on those as well now. Because you guys are yordles. You have sensitive ears.
How far away is she? Hang on.
She is,
Like,
again,
30
He is
feet.
30
literally
feet.
in
It
the
sounds far, but it really isn't when you set up a pound of explosives.
Probably should have warned them to cover their ears.
Oh yeah, he should have.
5 feet away. Is he hurt too?
No, he's
And I'm gonna get.
there.
Wow.
He had the barrier sort of to like like dampen some of the impact.
Hey, I see Felix a lot. Like doesn't like. Felix would probably be safer because he does have a natural sound barrier.
Yeah, it's not as bad, but it's still like enough for her ears and like.
It'd be like a slight range.
Yeah, and
like,
for
not
Darian, it's like he's human, so it's not as bad. But it's like he just stumbles, like he has a duck and like catches feet. Like
I'm essentially deaf right now.
you are like you're fucking going for archer. You're going ma, ma. Like you just can't hear anything at this point,
Are you
basically.
sure you're not the apprentice of Ziggs? Because honestly, I can't.
All right, so Felix, you want to do anything here? You're half deaf and you're just down there.
So I think we've established that this barrier is impenetrable. You have,
I think we've established that.
Again.
Huh?
Can you resend your character sheet, or do you still have it?
Oh crap. Yeah. Can you resend it? I don't have it here on my phone.
Because you can look through your proficient skills and try to make a roll for one of those things to try and look for something or figure something out or whatever.
All right.
Or you can just do nothing. I think we're pretty sure that we can't. Like, I'm the only one who can do anything except for Darian trying to steal the fucking thing.
I don't know what you're talking about. I am only seeing what this shiny.
Look shiny.
I just want to know what it can do.
I think it's more than shiny. It's like an aurora borealis. It's all centering around as a beam of light forming.
Yeah, exactly.
This time of day, at this
It's
time of year,
you're
in
on
this
Mount-
part of the country, localized entirely within your kitchen.
Okay.
Yeah,
Sweet
basically.
hams.
So okay, Darren,
Why
you gonna
now?
move?
You'll get a human away can
Yes,
for
I
free.
want to try and like make my way over the mountain.
You
to
can.
get
Oh, you want
to
to
this
climb?
area. Yes, I'm gonna climb and make my way over
So
there.
if you want to move over difficult terrain, you have half your movement speed. So be warned.
All right. That's
So you
fine.
can
I
get to
make
like
it over
there. Yeah, to about there if you want.
here. Yeah.
So
Still
Yeah,
faster,
do
I
that.
think.
make a make an athletics check real quick to see
A
how
what?
athletics, strength.
okay.
Athletics. Okay.
So your strength. And check you have
Adds
proficiency
me
in it.
on my athletics. Boom.
That's
10.
all right. So you sort of clamber over, like you struggle slightly because it's very icy and
It's
snowy.
ice.
And it's cold.
Yeah.
It's not ice. It's not straight ice. It's like but it's very cold and it's like very difficult to grab onto. And excuse me. And you slowly make your way, but you manage to pull yourself over and you jump. You're slightly chilly. Like the cold is getting to you slightly, but you're fine for the most part. You're a buff dude. You don't really care too much about the cold.
My lips are harder than diamonds right now.
Okay, we didn't need to know that, but thanks. And that yeah. So now, Felix, you want to do anything here, or are you just gonna chill?
Well,
Just chill. You've already gone through enough.
I don't think I can do much yet until the shield is broken.
All right.
Then,
You try
like,
to set
I'm-
something up
I
if
don't-
you
You want
want.
to just sit
I
down
don't
and
know.
walk.
Can I throw like I don't know, like lightning at it?
Like,
Even if,
I would
if an
not recommend
explosion
that.
didn't work,
Don't do that.
if
And,
an
uh,
explosion didn't work, I don't
You
know if
want-
I can do anything else.
you want to try magic against a
I mean,
magical barrier?
Your
Then
character's
go
pretty
for
smart. I think he knows. I think you
Yeah.
know.
Maybe we'll zero it out, TJ.
it. I mean, do you want to do it? Like, it's up to you.
Yeah.
But honestly, I feel like lightning would be pretty dope, though.
would your character
I
do
would
this? Do you
want
think?
to like- Yes.
No, not
Like,
yours,
it's
TJ.
the next explosive.
I don't know. Is there like something that like could help me
Is your
like
character smart?
know
That's-
weakness?
Huh?
I mean, like, is there something that I could do to let me know that if the barrier has some sort of weakness?
You already rolled Arcana to see if there was anything you could detect, but there wasn't from the.
But yeah, it was like, yeah, okay. I just wanted to know if like there was anything like more
Nah.
specific.
Anna,
Other than the Arcana,
Do you
there's
like
not much
Elsa?
else.
like
I
Elsa,
think
make
we
a
just wait
glacier.
it out because I don't want to do anything too berserky.
All right.
Berserk
So
Okay.
we'll move back into the dome.
to the circle. The
Another
arena.
crown check?
To the dome. Yeah.
Or, is this like a boss fight? Is this like a Zelda boss where there's 3 phases, and if I do the 3rd phase correctly, I win?
No. Maybe. We'll
Oh,
see.
great. I just do this until I fail. All right.
So
Wait, can I do something
Then
before she
don't
attacks?
fail.
Okay.
Can I put my sword down or my warhammer down? Can I just put it aside, toss it aside?
Yeah, you can do that. I'll say you can do that.
Oh snap!
All right.
It's
So you
about
just-
I'm
to
gonna toss my
happen.
warhammer aside, and do I get a bonus for 2-handing my shield?
I'll give you.
If
You know,
not- if-
I'll give you advantage
If
for
not,
that.
that's fine.
No, I'll give you advantage for that.
Okay.
Makes sense.
Okay, cool.
So roll Constitution with advantage.
That's twice, right?
So you roll twice, you need to pick the highest.
Okay. Okay, I'll pick the
Fucking
23.
doesn't matter. Fucking huge rolls
boy.
today. So you.
I threw my weapon aside so that if I fuck up, I can't accidentally swing and kill her because I don't want to do that.
So
And my character would not have a weapon drawn against Leona, so that fits my character's lore.
Yes, good.
so you just really grab. So you with your warhammer, like you really toss it to the side. And it hits it hits the shield behind you, bounces slightly, and is laying in the snow. And you grab both of the different handles off the shield. So you have one hand on the shield, you have another one supporting yourself. And as Leona, as this figure swings down at you one more time, this time you sort of catch it with your shield, and you push it aside very forcefully.
Okay.
Quick round. Anyone else want to do anything here?
Am I allowed to have another action?
Okay, yeah,
Am I
sorry.
allowed to continue to walk?
Real quick. So, what do you want to try anything here? I forgot.
I
My bad.
kind of want to try something. I want to try and disarm her,
Okay.
but I don't know if that's a good idea.
That would be a
Fun.
grapple check. So it'd be strength.
I'm not trying to, because the thing is, I'm not trying to assault. I'm just trying to get the weapon out of her hands.
Grapple was dexterity.
But I'm afraid that that's gonna fuck this up.
Well, you have to make a choice.
It's.
I'm not gonna do it. I'm just gonna
The
fucking do
choice-
nothing. I'm not gonna. Knowing Nacho, I'm gonna fuck it up as soon as I do anything against
Okay,
what he wants. So
Nacho.
I'm good. I'm good.
I have a
Thanks.
question about this area that
Yeah.
I've explodified.
Explodified.
Is this still like rough terrain right here, or is this like more like a pass that's been carved out by the explosive?
No, it is. It is
Hey, man, that's-
rougher than before because now most of what was there is like pebbles and rubble, and trying to climb that will be a nightmare.
The
Like-
fucking rock shouldn't even be there anymore. What? If he is deaf, okay, if he is deaf, there shouldn't be no rock.
No, the
Let's be
rock.
honest.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay, here's the thing. Let me look. Okay, look. This part of the rock is pretty much gone. This part of the rock pretty much gone. This is like all rubble. So it's like pretty fucking like slanted and like it's pebbly and like it's like trying to climb a gravel like slope.
Do you have acrobatics proficiency?
Yes.
You should roll acrobatics to hop over it.
He could
Yeah, I
try.
will.
And
Like,
I want
to roll acrobatics to climb on top.
Here's the thing. I want to be an
climb
asshole
down.
until you have disadvantage because you have like because you're out of balance if your ears are fucked. Because that's how science works. But I'm not gonna give disadvantage. So I'm gonna
Hey,
be nice.
I'm a yordle, and yordles I think are like a lot more
Sensitive on their ears.
pre-positioned to explosives just to their daily lives. They've
I-
gotten used to no balance. To balance.
This'll be a blast.
This will be a blast.
Exactly. Like
All right. You know
Alice
what?
could,
Give it a
like,
go.
do a jump after exploding himself.
I
You
mean-
gotta go for it,
I
dude.
mean, here's yeah.
So yeah, I
Here
want
we
to
go.
move like right about here with the explosives.
That's
Wait, like
15.
Like, climb,
Are
like,
you
You have
literally
25.
breaking
So you can only you can only it's I think it's rounded down for rough
Yeah,
terrain.
okay.
then, like,
So you can
then
move
maybe,
there.
Like, right,
There or there.
I'll say right there.
All right. So
Like
roll,
right on the edge.
Alright,
roll
so
acrobatics.
Roll acrobatics. Okay, so that's plus
What you gonna get?
20.
Oh my god. Yeah. No.
Looks like you're a hoppy boy today.
you like as you get up from like the ring and you're like freaking out but in a good way. You're like, oh my god, it did something cool, and then like you see nothing's really happened. The bear's like you're like disappointed, but then you see the shiny thing. You're like, maybe this thing will do something, and you
Maybe I can explode this better.
yeah, like, still very deaf and very like disoriented. You scramble over to like basically gravel wall, and somehow by some miracle you just start clambering like an absolute pro, and you make it pretty far up. And then, but like,
It's like when you're blackout drunk. Like my conscious mind is like I'm at the base, and then instantly later I'm at the top. Even I don't
Yeah.
know how I got up there.
pretty much.
Y'all racing for the rune now?
It might
Oh
be.
no!
Pretty much.
My plan, just to let you know, is to set another bomb right about
Oh
here.
my god.
Oh
Why?
my God.
In case that fake Leona breaks out.
We don't know it's a fake Leona. Why would you do that?
That's what he is saying. All right.
X has a mission of getting this right here.
Okay.
If this fake or real Leona tries to stop her, maybe set it off right here to keep her from coming. You know?
As long as you don't hurt her.
All right.
Not
So
permanently.
okay. So yeah. So you
Not
climb.
permanently?
Oh my god. Okay. So next is Darian. Darian, you want to keep moving forward?
She's
Yes,
a
I wanna keep-
demigod. I think she can take
Yes, I
some.
am a
You can move
demigod.
to around there.
Wait, can't I move here?
You can move
Because
to
since there's a
around
gap
here.
there, I can like.
Yeah, just, you
No,
just you can just move here. Like I'll say you can just move there. Like don't have to go all around.
Yay! I get to move.
TJ moving.
All right.
Be fast boy.
So after the explosion, you're very disoriented. You quickly rush over to try to get to this thing as fast as possible. And Felix, you want to just chill again? Or-
I mean, why wouldn't he be chilling? We're on top of a mountain.
Chilling?
Nacho.
Chill, fuck.
You're so dumb.
Um,
Any ideas?
like, do I run the risk of getting blown up at all where I'm at?
Absolutely
Me-
not. I
Right
think.
now, no.
I think you're the smart Yordle. He's the dumb Yordle. You're the smart Yordle. So you do smart Yordle things.
But remember, Anna, lightning was super busted in Dark Souls 2.
Oh
So-
my god, nobody likes Dark Souls 2, TJ.
All right.
Exactly.
So okay, so Felix, are you just chilling, or are you gonna do something?
I'm still chilling because
Alright.
there's I could do.
There's ice everywhere.
Okay.
Yeah.
Back
My
to the
con check.
dome. Constitution check, please.
Still doing advantage or not?
You still dual wielding it?
Yes, I am dual wielding my
Then you
shield. I
still
will
have
not
advantage.
hurt her.
Doesn't even.
Oh.
What's the
There's
point?
not 20.
What is the point
Give
of the
that.
advantage? These rolls are insane.
The point is, it makes me feel better about myself, and it makes me even better at defending myself from my wife.
Yeah, so again, this time Leona, so she drops her own shield that she'd be carrying before, and with 2 hands on her sword, she swings down, like executioner style, and with your shield unmoving, unfazed, you just stand, you take it, and again you shove it to the side.
Yes.
And this time, as you do, something is different. Because throughout this time, you've been hearing whispers in your ear, and as you brush it off, you're brushing off more than just a sword. This wind and whispers that are being like in your ear, demanding that you fight, just vanish. And as they vanish, so does the barrier. It fades very quickly, it sort of very slowly fades, like turns to like butterflies of like magic, and sort of vanishes.
Did you say butterfly?
You know what, TJ? Shut the fuck up.
Pikachu Thunderbolt.
And as you're now standing confronted by this Leona, it stands. It picks up its shield, stands like at attention, and then sort of begins to fade in this mix of glowing blue energy and bright sunlight, disappearing and slowly vanishing into nothingness.
You had me scared shitless, Nacho.
I know, that's what I do.
You're so fucking mean.
I like to write stories that make people scared.
Hey, what do I have to roll to cry?
You don't have to, you can just do it.
Alright, I'm just gonna cry.
So what, you're just gonna collapse on your knees and start crying?
No, I'm just gonna shut up. It's like, you ever see that scene in Fullmetal Alchemist when they're at what's-his-name's funeral?
Yes.
And then Roy Mustang's like, it's raining.
Oh.
And then she's like, what do you mean? It's sunny out. And then he looks at it, and she looks at him, he's like crying, and he's like, no, it's raining.
Oh, my heart,
That's me.
no, stop.
Yeah.
Oh.
I'm just like, just one tear. One tear. That's all he
Alright.
gets. And then I'm gonna wipe that shit away because I'm a big girl.
Oh, that's in the feels.
Fergie taught me that big girls don't cry.
Okay. So, alright. So this is
I'm gonna make my way to the rune, actually.
Okay, so now everyone has free movement, so everyone can move their characters, and like it's free movement. And so as this is happening, okay, so you guys are gonna make your safe. Everyone's gonna make their way to the rune, then I assume.
See.
Yeah.
Okay, can I have permission to move her character too?
Her what?
Can I have the permission to move Felix? Because she can't move Felix.
You should already have it. I'll move it though.
Okay,
I forgot.
I don't have it. It won't let me.
Yeah. Oh, did I not? I could have sworn. Oh yes, my bad. So there we go. So now,
Gracias.
so as everyone approaches this thing, it's basically what it is. It's a beam of sunlight shining down, and in the center of it is this stone. And as you stand there, sort of kind of unsure what to do, a deep booming voice sort of calls out to you from the mountains, seeming coming from nowhere and everywhere at the same time. So you've made it. Congratulations. Take your prize and leave. There's also other prizes that I am unfortunately forced to give you, and they'll be given to you later on.
Who is this?
For
I'm
na-
sorry, whose man's is talk?
Leave me alone, okay? I don't know how to do his voice.
Okay, no, it's okay. This deep godlike voice is just like, yeah, whatever, you got it. Good job. See you later.
I didn't know how to do it, okay? I can't do the cool, like, epic I wanted to do, man.
I think he's just mad that Hex is blowing at the mountain.
Alright.
He's a little annoyed. Like, this voice, like, there's a tone of, like, annoyance. Like, just get this
Over there, like-
fiend off of my mountain.
Taking the rune.
Wait, can I grab the rune?
No, I'm
Who's taking
What?
it?
Can I roll this? I want to
I'm holding
roll
on
to
to
see who
Hex.
gets to grab it.
Okay, wait, everyone,
She doesn't
shush.
try to steal it.
Who's taking the rune?
Me.
I want to grab it.
This is a party decision, so
This
you
is my
all have to decide.
challenge. This is the sun rune.
Can I be the one that's
What?
trying to hold
But
you
I'm a
back?
bright,
Okay.
bubbly big boy.
Yes, you can. Indeed, I would implore that you do that.
Do what?
The smart yordle needs to hold the dumb yordle.
Alright, so
I don't know. I feel like she saw this shiny thing and she really wants it, and I really need her to know that she just can't take it.
okay, so
Okay, I'm gonna turn to Felix as this is happening and be like, "You really want those two clumsy,
okay. Two things. First,
withering
Clumsy.
beings that have
okay, wait, yeah, you bastards. Listen. So this is what happens. First things first, Sola and Darren sort of look to each other and like look to the room, like they're like glancing to each other in the room, like they both want to have it. Felix sort of walks behind Hex.
That's not even my reason.
Let-
I don't want to have it. It's my right.
Let me finish.
You're right.
Okay.
Felix walks over to like Hex and like gives her like an awkward hug to like stop her from like going anywhere. It's like, no, you don't go anywhere. Stop. Like super awkward, super uncomfortable for everyone. Hex turns to Felix and
This is
Yordle.
all in Yordle.
In Yordle, you turn and like you're like, are you sure you want these two human idiots to have this? Like, and it's like, is this?
Well, no, it's these clumsy, withering, large ones to have it.
large.
Because she's
one.
kind of pissed at like Sola, like constantly saying little one, little one. So it's just like her way of getting back to Sola without her knowing.
Large.
Large one.
And why am I the large one then?
Because you're a dude and you're big as well.
You're the same size as her.
He's taller, I think. How tall are you,
Yeah.
TJ?
I don't even know anymore.
Sorry,
Oh my
Darian.
God.
TJ, I know how tall you are.
Well, about like if Sola's a big one, you're still a big one, Darian.
True.
Yeah.
But still, you know me. I caught you in my arms. Come on.
All right.
I also like that our party composition is Darian and his Yordle, and then Sola, and then her Yordle behind them.
This is how it turned out. So okay. So who gets the rune?
I'm taking it.
I want to roll for it.
TJ, this is the Sun Rune on the Sun Mountain. I am the Sun Champion.
But
I
it's
will- I-
shiny.
But it's
And it
shiny
looks
though.
pretty.
I was gonna say I'd fight to the death over it, but that's not my character, so I'm just gonna take it.
Can we like rock paper scissors for it? Like, come
I
on. I
no.
feel-
DM, help me out here.
Well, if only Sola could like persuade him with a roll, maybe.
This,
What
okay.
about what if the rune is only like it's like magical in a way where only Sola can get it because she's a
You know-
She's
I
a
like
scene,
that.
bro.
But I'm fine with a persuasion roll if I have to.
okay.
Yeah.
Darian's
just-
dumb ass is gonna break his character that was established. to
I'm
be
not
shiny.
dumb.
I like shiny.
No, it just
Are you going back to
intrigues
dumb
me.
Darian, TJ?
No, no.
Are you going back to dumb
Here's the
Sneak
thing.
Boy?
It's interesting because think about it. It's on top of a mountain. It's
Uh-huh.
literally shining to the point where it makes the Royal Atlas. I
That's
don't
not.
know words.
Okay.
And I
Alright.
just don't know what it does, but at the same time, if I kept it, then we could find out what it could do.
But anyone
That's
can
why I
hold it,
want
TJ. Not just
Anybody
you.
can have it,
Exactly.
TJ. Why do you
So
care?
then why can't I hold it?
Because it's important.
Why are you making a
Because
big
it's
deal about it?
important.
Are you hiding something?
'Cause it's
No.
important. TJ.
You're gonna lose it, man.
How do you know I'm gonna persuade?
Alright, are we actually doing a
okay,
persuasion
okay.
check?
We're gonna do a persuade.
Roll persuasion. I already know what's
Have you
happening here. Like you guys don't. You guys have to do whatever you want.
TJ, have you watched that new Jumanji movie?
Yeah.
Jumanji.
You're literally Kevin Hart when he drops the jewel.
Oh my god.
I said
Well, I
TJ also has
didn't drop it yet.
disadvantage
I
because he
didn't
was
drop
like
it.
dazed from the explosion still.
TJ
Alright.
has, TJ's still dazed.
While Sola is like was fine inside the bubble.
He's
So I get.
Darren is
so does that
kind
mean
of
I get
dazed.
advantage or he gets disadvantage.
Like Darren is like
I was
he's like
dazed.
Darren is like was like temporarily dazed. Like he was like okay-ish. Like Felix is like kind of like
Alright, so
half
what's
deaf.
the advantage then?
DM, are we rolling for it or are you doing
Like
it?
here's the thing. You guys can roll persuasion to see who like which one of you wants to have it. That's up to you. I know what's happening. Like it, who goes for the grab? It's up to you guys. Like if you want to roll, go
Okay.
ahead and roll.
Alright, TJ. Is he rolling with disadvantage though? That's the important question.
No, he's not dazed
I'll
enough.
take
Okay, TJ.
disadvantage.
TJ, you can roll.
Alright. I'm
Alright.
rolling with my
TJ, you
charisma,
roll
right?
a wisdom,
Wisdom.
and
Oh, John.
Chris rolls charisma.
Charisma.
Oh my god.
Wait, okay, so I get the +2 because I'm proficient in persuasion too, right?
You get the
And now
plus
we got
7
the
total.
-1
Yeah.
because I still got wisdom.
Plus
so
7,
let's
give me
do
that
it.
shit, baby. I always forget to do those. Alright,
Oh
ready,
my
TJ?
God. Yep.
Oh.
26.
Yeah.
Alright, well,
This is
Well,
so.
let me just calmly explain to you that this is a very important and treasured rune for my
People.
my lineage and my people. I feel like if any of us are gonna have the right to wield it, it's going to be me.
Alright, I can respect that.
Hey, you know, was that so hard?
All right.
Well, the way to
I appreciate that you're understanding, Darian. Thank you.
Okay. So as he sort of is holding back Hex, and sort of like begrudgingly agrees to give it over. Sola steps forward to this beam of light, and you reach into this well of sunlight, and from it you grab onto the rune, which is it's in your hand. It is warm. It is as if like you were basking in a cold day when you're sitting in the sun, and you just this comfortable warmth that is just it's nice and it's refreshing. And
it's a hot tub filled with
it's not a hot tub, DJ. Not that kind of hot. And you sort of you pocket it and you begin to make your way back.
yes, pocket.
And as you do, each of you see something different. As you okay, so here's the thing. You guys are about here as you're making your way back. When no, don't here. I will move you. I will move you.
I didn't know you were moving us. I thought they were all
Oh,
moving.
sorry.
So I was like, okay, let me do my guy.
So it's 4 different things appear. A pedestal appears over here, which only Hex can see. A pedestal appears over here that only Felix can see. A pedestal, let me find a nice color, over here appears that only Sola can see. And why did I pick all reds and oranges? And I picked a blue for Darian for
That's
some
okay.
reason. And a pedestal that only
We all have
Darian can
colors.
see. Yeah, I just don't worry about it.
It's okay.
And each of you see your own individual pedestals, and you don't see the others. Like to you, there's just a single pedestal that's sitting here, and on top of it sits something different for each of you. And you, very curiously, you move over individually. No shit. Can I? Okay, there we go. And you sort of look to each other, and like you don't see anything standing in front of each other, but you see something standing in front of yourselves. It's very, very weird and very confusing. And in front of Hex, you see a pair of they're like these gauntlets almost, with strange claw-like protrusions from the front. Felix, you find a strange sort of totem relic shaped. It's basically 2 wings with a diamond in the middle. The diamond is it's a reddish and green color.
It's a blood diamond.
No, it's not a blood diamond, TJ. Sola, in front of you, you see something that's very familiar, but it's more rustic than what you're used to. It's an ancient pendant of the Iron Solari.
Okay.
And there in front of you, you see two gauntlets. These are they're full arm. They go all the way up to your elbow. I think is the elbow. Yeah, the elbow. I know my anatomy. And they're very strange in the fact they look like they're dragon scales almost. If you were to put them, your arms were that of a dragon. It's very bizarre. And as you grab them, this booming voice returns, very sassy as before. Here are your rewards for each of you. I don't know. Again, I changed the voice again. Fuck me. I'm very consistent. Okay, it's my specialty. For small one number 1, you have my claws. The claws of the Starforger. Learn how to use them properly.
Why would a god have claws?
TJ, shut the fuck up. For the other small one, you receive your redemption in this pendant.
What?
For the Daughter of the Sun, an ancient pendant with magical properties. And for the dumb one with the bald head,
Fuck you.
You get a wig.
you get a wig. No, a pair of gauntlets forged from the scales of ancient dragons. Treasure these well, and they will serve you. Many trials ahead of you stand. Take hold of the sun and make your way to the sands. Now leave my mountain and leave me alone.
Obviously, fuck you.
And as
Right.
this is happening, you guys have you've got this newfound equipment, and you sort of turn around. Again, this voice is very annoying and it's very confusing. And as you turn
Fuck that
around
voice.
to see what's happening, you look to the stars and you see something very weird with them. The stars
One big.
aren't still; they're moving and shifting. And you see two very bright stars, larger than the rest, and they begin to move, and then they vanish. And with that, you begin your descent down Mount Targon.
Okay.
Yay. We get to leave that.
Yeah.
Fuck that god. Did you hear what he fucking said to me?
When you want to
Bold
fight.
and rash. Very, very accurate. Slowly, you begin
More
making.
like belongs in the trash.
Oh no! Slowly, you begin to make your way down the mountain, and you pass the trials that you faced before. The trial of wills, where some of you were broken down and torn into, and you find yourselves renewed and reborn to a certain extent. Then you pass the trial of faith, where the statue still remains untouched and very, very unkempt. And again, you don't engage with it. You know you'd rather not fuck with this at this point.
Yeah, no.
However, it's when you reach the trial of might, or strength, sorry, where something is different. As you walk and you approach, you sense that something has been following you, and something is currently in the shadows nearby. I want all of you to roll perception real quick.
It's
Okay,
core.
so I roll my perception, which is wisdom. So I get +1, +2, so I get a +3 for my perception.
Hey.
7.
Mine is 16.
24
and hers
hex.
is
Ah.
+2. So
No,
I
mine
get-
is 17.
Oh, because what about your?
I have 10 wisdom.
Oh, okay.
I have 16. She has 9.
Okay, give me a sec.
Oh.
I need a.
Let's
I
use the ball.
wish there was a way to roll without you guys seeing what I'm rolling, but.
Yeah.
Just go on Wizards of the Coast's dice roll website and roll it there.
Whatever. Let's roll. Doesn't matter. It's a little.
If it doesn't matter, then why
It
do you
does
roll?
matter, but I just fuck it at this point. That's so 16, 17. Okay. So as you're reaching, you find yourselves faced with the same singular statue that stands, the glacial statue that remains, the few pieces that haven't been covered in snow, still stand of the statue you fought. And as you walk, you're kind of wary that you felt something watching you. And Hex, whose ears are finally cleared up,
Finally.
hears and sees something in the shadows of one of the walls, behind the frozen statue. And as he's very confused, he sort of looks at it, and he spots two small cricket-like creatures. They have two very cricket-like hind legs, and they have very strong, muscled front ones. They have
Those
these
are like dumb.
they have these strange human-like faces, but they contain they have multiple eyes, and they have this weird, unnatural purplish, violet shade.
Holy death dealers.
And they're
Got it. Must die.
and as Hex notices them, they begin to move. And I want you guys to roll initiative.
To see if we escape.
Roll initiative. Oh shit, we're fighting. Hell yeah.
19.
19. Okay, let me find a paper.
Mine is
Initiative
boom,
is
4. Damn.
Hers is boom, 5.
That is fantastic.
Fuck.
What the hell?
Well, hey, you're going before me
I-
at least.
Maybe I should roll my.
I was getting sick ass rolls. Come on, it's okay. There's
plus.
2.
Wait, so do I add?
Wait, you
or
add a
do I-
plus?
You add
Do
your
I add a plus?
dexterity.
Yeah.
Oh fuck! So
dexterity.
I got 9. Wait, hang on. What's my dex? Hang on.
What is your dex?
I don't know. It's -1, so I got 3. I have a 3, and then she has a 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Boom.
She has a 9.
Yeah.
I have a 3.
So do I get a bonus for rolling a nat
No,
20 or am I
you
good?
go first.
All right.
TK.
So
All right,
then
so it's TJ, then
over-
enemy, then it's TJ, then Hex, then enemy, then Felix, then me.
All right.
Okay.
So done. Let me put some music. Let me jam the music.
Yeah, put out some
Oh,
music.
we fighting
because I'm
Riven?
fucking fast.
No, you're not.
No.
No, you're fighting something else. You're fighting.
Yeah, these creepy crawly death dealer.
Oh, what
That's
the
just
fuck are those
statue.
things?
It will die to my hand.
What is that?
What is this up?
I'm zooming in on it. Is that a fucking?
This is Tom Kench's
You know
theme
what?
song.
No, it's not. It's not.
Zerglings?
And it's free music that I found that's actually pretty deep. Not deep, but dope.
Don't.
Is this
So-
a Zergling?
No, it's not. I typed in something else to find these things. It's just it's like images. It's an image found. Okay, so, Darren, you go first. What's your plan of action here?
Well, I take out my shield, my battle axe. I run straight in front, right
Alright,
there.
so let me give you control.
ready to,
There you go. You
yeah,
can move
right
now.
there, ready to fuck up some creepy crawly death dealers, because they can go fuck themselves for like, because they don't look right, and I don't. Oh wait, hold up. There. Sure.
It's not wise to charge in without us.
Don't worry, you're gonna be right.
Don't
behind
worry.
me,
This way, when
trust.
DJ rolls a critical 1, it'll only hurt them.
Yeah.
and not,
Facts.
I do not stink.
This time round, at least. Next is up is Hex. It is your turn.
Alright, Hex.
Okay, so how big is this statue right here?
Oh my
Trying to
God.
It
pull her
is
Trying to fucking destroy
it's about
everything.
10 feet, 15 feet in like
That's not-
diameter and like tall wise. It's
Okay.
like it's like
Does
50
it have a
100
sword
feet.
like on the ground?
Let's go with the 100.
Or like
It's-
anything I can stand on, like
it isn't. It
Like,
has like a little bit of a base. It's like a 2 foot up base. That's about it. The
Okay,
entire
so-
thing is the entire area is flat
Like, is it like
I want to
this
climb
tall?
up on top of the statue.
to the very top,
Or
the
to its
very-
shoulders.
up to his shoulders.
Yes.
Okay. Make an
acrobatic?
no, that'd be yeah, that'd be
Would
no,
it
that'd
be
be athletics. That'd be more athletics than acrobatics.
Athletics. Ooh.
Ooh, you're fucked.
-3.
Ooh.
Okay.
Let's see what you get, baby.
6.
Okay, so you make your way over, and you stand about. You get to about here, and you begin to make your way up, and you're clambering. You get to about chest height, when your hands sort of slip and you lose strength and you fall. It's not a very large fall, so it doesn't really hurt. But it's yeah, it's like oh fuck, and you get back up and it's like you're about like 2 feet up now, like higher than before. You're about equal height to to the other guys at least.
Nice.
You're about like head to head, like a little bit maybe, but and that's your action. So because you try to climb that is
Yeah.
your action. All right. So up next is enemy 1, who is this guy, who
What's good?
is going to dash at the lone fucker who decided to be a smart idea to attack,
Yeah, get the fuck out of here.
and he's gonna roll to hit. That is a
No shit ain't gonna touch
13 to
these
hit.
pecs today. Nope.
what's your armor class?
18.
Yeah, that does not hit. So this thing,
Yeah.
in a single bound, dashes towards you. Its claws out, and it goes to scratch you. But you just
Watch
you
that
pull
shield,
your
dude.
shield down, and you just
that thing.
and you let the scratches go at the shield, and you sort of push it back slightly. Next is
Uh-huh.
the next one, who's gonna do the exact same thing. It's gonna bound towards you over here. Actually, over here, sorry. And he's gonna make another attack. Oh, that is.
Oh my god!
Okay.
Amazing.
That is unfortunate. So here's what happens. It dashes towards you.
RNG.
Very
Yes, you're welcome.
actually though. And it dashes very aggressively, a little too much so. And as you pull your shield to block, same as you did with the last one, it didn't calculate the amount of power it needed. So it goes slamming into your shield, where it takes 1 point of bludgeoning damage. Not as much as you would have wanted.
No, it's fine. Still
But-
stupid. I'm
yeah.
Darian.
All right.
Oh man.
Um,
I think
up
this was
next
a great
is
idea,
Sola.
guys.
Okay. I am going to move. How far is this? This is pretty fucking far. Actually,
no,
no,
it's
no,
not
no,
even
no.
that far. No,
Right. Oh wait, let me click on my thingy and then go right about here for now. Let me look at my
Okay.
character sheet. Am I gonna buff him or am I gonna swing? That's the question.
Bada
Would you swing at a creature?
swing.
All right, let me open up my thing. And
I mean,
let's
so
go
far the
here.
creature to the south of me is -1.
He's almost dead, yeah, isn't he? Or he might almost be dead.
I don't know.
I don't know.
Pretty
I
fun.
am going to
Man, that's so funny, honestly.
I'm gonna go
Get hit with that one.
and I'm going to use I'm gonna attack. I'm actually gonna move right here and I'm gonna attack this creature.
Okay.
I can't bless and then attack, can I?
No, it's one or the other. Wait, is bless a bonus action or is it an action? Does it say?
No, let me see. I don't know, but what I'm gonna use instead, I'm just gonna worry about it. I'm gonna use Divine Smite on my
Oh.
attack.
Okay.
So that gives me an additional. I consume a spell slot, so I'll use that. I'll do that real quick. I'll just -1. Okay. And then I'm going to deal radiant damage to the target. The extra damage is 2d8 for. Actually, this might be overkill, but you never know. Actually, no, I'm gonna do it. The extra damage is 2d8 for a first level spell slot. So wait, I have to. Oh wait, can I do this?
First, you have to
I can't
roll to hit
Can't
first.
do it.
I can't even do Divine Smite because I don't have an extra spell slot. So I'm just
There
gonna
you
roll
go.
a hit.
Do you not have any spell slots available?
I have spell slots, but they're all filled with spells.
Oh, okay. I don't know how the problem works. So yeah, never mind.
Neither do I. I might. Hang on. Let me.
Let me check because you can expend. No, so the way it works, you expend it. So the way spell slots works, you have a certain amount, and whenever you cast a spell, you use a spell slot to do it. So it's not like you put spells specifically for those spell slots. Like you can cast the same spell 4 different times and not use other spells.
It's only if a class requires you to prepare spells.
Yeah, if you prepare a spell, it means you
Okay,
have like
even-
certain ones ready, but you can use them with whichever spell slot you have.
You know what I'm gonna do? Actually, because how much distance is between me and Felix here? 20 and 15. So if I move right here, I'm close enough to both of them to bless the 3 of us.
Okay.
Because I can bless 3 targets of my choosing, so I'm assuming that's me included. So I'm gonna bless Felix, me, and Darian. If I can't bless me, that's fine. I'm just gonna bless them too.
All right.
It says up to 3 creatures of your choice within range. Does that count me?
Yeah. That can-
Okay.
easy.
So I'm gonna bless us 3, and that'll be my action for the turn.
Okay. Next up
Gives
is
them an
Felix.
Which gives me a what?
You're gonna hit him with the
Okay.
magic
The-
fire attack, or the
Are you
magic.
gonna
boost
let
attack.
me hit him with the power?
Are you gonna
Okay.
hit him with the power again?
I'm gonna hit him with
What the
pow.
fuck is that ability called? Chromatic orb?
Yeah.
Are you gonna hit him with the chromatic orb?
Is she in range?
She can get in range. What is chromatic orb's range?
Let me look it up. Oh, it's
I got it. It's not on here.
Yeah, I know. I was gonna...
Chromatic orb. Chromatic orb.
90 feet.
90 feet. So are you within 90 feet?
Yeah, that's definitely one of
Oh,
the
you
feet.
can
Wait,
use chromatic
I-
orb from here.
I want to roll the thing. I don't want you to do it for me.
Oh my god. You're gonna get on roll 20 and do it here then?
No. I'm just gonna look up a dice thing.
You can do it online.
Okay. Alrighty, what damage type do you want it to be?
You
Acid,
said it was
cold, fire, lightning, poison, or thunder?
let's
Thunder?
let's do in thunder. God.
Thunder again? Hell yeah. And then if it hits, it's 3d8 plus the d4.
Fucking hell. That's absurd.
This is
So
great.
Wait, is it single target or
it's a
AoE?
D8.
Single target.
Yeah.
Three-
No, you roll a
3d8?
d20 to see if you
Oh,
hit
okay.
first.
Okay,
And then
the
it's plus
D20
what?
plus
Dexterity or wait? What's your? Let me see.
It's charisma
Dexterity
for
is-
sorcerer.
It's
charisma plus 5.
yeah, so you get a plus 5. So roll a d20 plus 5.
Okay,
What'd you get?
16.
Hey,
16.
that does in fact hit. Which one are you hitting? Real quick.
Good.
Oh shit. Let me go back.
Uh,
So we just play the items thing.
Tupper first, huh?
Huh?
I'll get the one that's like straight
This one?
across. So the one that's like lower.
This one right here. On the bottom one. The bottom one.
Yeah. Do
Let's
I
go
do
for the
I
bottom.
even?
That would be a difficult shot because you have Sola in the way.
Oh, okay.
No,
yeah.
it's
then yeah. Let's do the.
Actually, no,
Wait,
it's
look.
not. I'm lying. Look, no, I'm lying. It's not in the way. It looked like
Okay.
it looked like it's. Never mind. I'm sorry. So you're gonna use.
This would be
So
like-
that does hit. So roll
Okay.
damage.
3d8s and then add a d4. Just there's 3d8s, no pluses, I don't think, right?
It's 3d8s.
Yeah.
No pluses.
Oh, okay.
So 3d8s.
So yeah,
and-
roll a d8 3 times, and then add those numbers together. It'll make this out.
15.
15. Okay. 15. Add a d4.
To the bottom one, right?
Roll a d4 to an additional d4, babe.
I don't add anything to that.
No.
Just a d4 for bless.
4.
Yikes. What kind of damage is this again?
19 thunder damage.
Thunder. So it's like, okay. So, as Felix again reaches into his pouch, once again, this very same basin, I mean, you channel your inner magic, you focus and you think, and you call in the sound of lightning, and you channel it, and you force it forward towards this thing. And this it's like a like if you guys have seen the thunder gun in Black Ops Zombies, it's like a thunder gun launching at a massive distance. And what happens
yes, I love my
is
fantasy game to have a Black Ops reference in it.
fuck, you know, I don't have any other way to explain it. Okay.
I am Thor.
Yeah. So what happens here is you hit the thing,
I am Thor.
it hits the wall, and it explodes.
It just fucking blows up.
It blows the fuck up.
Oh my god.
It is
awesome.
very much diseased.
Why is the smallest boy the strongest boy on our team?
Cause magic.
Yeah, magic is OP in this game. Like honestly.
I think it's just because we have an actual party composition of tank buffer, DPS, ranged mage, and whatever the fuck Hex is.
All right. Whatever Hex is.
Healing.
Hex
We
blows
never
shit up.
needed healing. That's the
I
problem.
need healing.
There for moral support and climbing.
All right. So
Yeah.
top of the round, we're back to Darian.
Cause I'm a big boy.
You get an
Yeah.
additional D4, TJ. Remember that.
Yes, sir. All right. I'm gonna attack this one because it's compadre.
Oh,
already
yeah?
popped up, so he's next in line.
Okay.
All right. Now the thing is, do I roll extra or do I just roll the dice?
You roll a
Keep
d20
getting-
to hit first, with your strength modifier added.
Okay, strength fire added, and wait. Okay. That I do, and ooh.
15.
Damn.
That's
That
good.
does in fact hit. Now you roll damage. Yeah, it's a lot of rolling in this game.
Oh boy, this is gonna hurt.
Probably. Watch you roll like 1s and 2s.
I would love that.
That'd be fucking
I would
fantastic.
love that. Exactly. All right. D8.
I mean, okay, with the
What the
D8,
heck? Oh my
Is it-
god.
is it
that's
2d8?
not what was supposed to happen. No, no.
Is
I
this 1?
actually- It's supposed to be 1 plus buffs, but I accidentally.
it's
put
1 plus
D8.
your strength, so it's 1.
Plus 3, so that's
So it's
4.
4
No,
plus.
Plus, I get a bonus for only wielding a battle axe and not dual wielding, so I get +2.
So you
Okay.
get a +6 then.
Plus-
So you get a +5 because it's +3,
Yeah.
+2.
Okay, so 6 damage.
So you do 6 damage just with that, and then with a bless, which is a D4 extra
With no bonus.
with no bonus.
I bet.
6, 8. So you
8 damage.
reach
Man,
down, and with
if
your
I
axe, you swing down at this thing, and you just you pierce its outer shell, and it lets out this horrid, horrendous screech, this unearthly scream that like makes you recoil slightly, and as you pull your axe back, and it's oozing this purple liquid, this unnatural viscera, and it's not quite dead yet, but it is. That looks like it hurt a lot.
Ugh.
Up next is Hex.
I assume I shoot with the crossbow.
Okay.
Oh wow! Finally, you shoot something. You're hurting yourself all the time.
Says the guy who ran in with 2v1.
And how did that end?
That's the guy
Surprisingly
who
well.
TPK'd our last party single-handedly.
What? What was that?
Yeah, you TPK'd our last party single-handedly.
Hey! I think that's an achievement.
It is an
Level
achievement.
11.
11 to hit. That does not hit. You pull back your.
You are still.
Yeah. You load your crossbow and you go to aim, and as you unleash it, the creature it's noticed that it's coming and it sort of steps out of the way. It's very close though, but it's just off the
I would
mark.
have laughed so hard if it actually hits me. I'd be like, at least
No.
fucking something.
Next is the creature,
Yep.
who is going to use retreat, which is a form of disengage.
What a bit.
And what it's going to do is, first things, I need everyone to roll a perception check.
Okay, that's dexterity or what?
Again?
Wisdom,
That's wisdom.
right? So she
Wisdom.
gets plus. She gets +3, or I get +3. She gets +2.
I get +2.
Yeah.
Wait, but I want to do
Hex
mine.
with the
so
brilliant rolls, man. Absolutely
Yeah,
What do
perfect.
I use?
I'm not having
Choose a
to
d20 plus 3. Wait, a 1? Who rolled a 1?
Hex.
I did.
Excellent.
Excellent.
Okay.
D20 plus
I rolled.
I got a
D20 plus
I
2,
rolled a
right?
two,
plus 2,
baby.
yes.
Okay.
Hey, TJ's not far behind me.
Yeah, that's
Hey,
got-
I get minus
Wait, does this thing
one,
get to
thank
escape?
you very much.
I got 8.
ooh,
8.
unfortunate. Yeah, so this
10,
thing.
an 11, a 10, a 2, and an 8.
So as like it's like bleeding out and it's injured, it realizes it's not a fight it's gonna be able to win. So it just takes off. It moves away from it, like manages to pull away from Darian's sort of reach, and as if in an instant it just bounds away with it, like in a blink of an eye, and it's gone. As you try to follow with your eyes, like Hex,
Can I
who noticed it the
attempt to
first
throw it
time,
with-
goes
Can I attempt to
cross-eyed.
throw my sword at it? I mean, my shield at it.
You don't even like it's too quick at this like for you to notice what's happening. Like
How is it fast if I literally split it in half? Almost.
it's a creature you don't know you don't know like how it works or anything. But it
Surprised it didn't even take a leg or something.
you didn't do anything to his limbs. So it manages to just get the fuck out of there, and it lives to see another day. And that is the end. It's just with the music as it's ending perfectly as well.
Okay.
So now you're left with a very splattered bug, and
Sorry.
and a pretty healthy party overall.
Can I, roll investigation?
Go right ahead.
Wait. Yeah. So I'm not proficient in it, but I get plus. So let me go ahead and roll. Wait, hang on. Maybe you should roll investigation, Anna, because you have. Let me see.
Well,
Oh,
I
I
have
have the same.
proficiency as well.
You
Or
can
I
you can
actually
help
have-
each other out for advantage on the investigation roll.
All right. So we each roll once, and we pick the higher one, or do we each roll twice?
No, so one person rolls. Like who's doing the roll here first?
Roll.
Who has the
I'll
highest?
roll
Who has the highest stat?
+7.
Wait, you do it.
What's mine? Where would
Yours
I
is
do it?
+2. So
Oh.
mine is +2. Yours is +2. His
So I
is
get
+7,
advantage?
so
So you get advantage
Yeah.
on the roll.
18.
18. Okay. So as you approach, you can try to investigate what you can find from this amalgamation of stone bits and other strange things that don't look natural whatsoever. And after poking and strangely excitedly rummaging through the remains of this dead creature, with a very bizarre and wicked grin on your face, you manage to just find that it's something that's it's not natural to Runeterra. It's something it's alien is the best word you could come up for it. The entire creature has got organs you've never even seen or heard of in any creature on Runeterra. It's just you have no idea how it's here, why it's okay, and it's
Sorry.
fine, and it's just this entire creature is a mystery to you for the most part. But all you can tell is from its simple basic design, it's a scout of some kind. It's here to collect information for someone, and it's here to track you from the looks of it.
So we let a scout go away?
I want to take as many samples as I can.
Okay, so from what little there is to gather,
Well, yeah, I'm saying whatever I can, blood.
yeah,
Any
there's-
organs that are partially intact.
there's plenty of blood. Felix got all that. You get a small vial of blood. Most of the organs are too pummeled and too bruised to be
Maybe
usable.
Of its skin, if I can. Try
What?
to test strength testing on it or something.
One of its what?
Chin, its exoskeleton,
Okay.
any pieces I can.
Yeah, you manage to chip away a little bit and sort of rip it and again very grotesquely and with a very creepy smile on your face. You're ripping this thing apart and taking its bits to see what there is what more there is to them, and you
It's
get
one vial of blood, right?
yeah, you get a vial of blood and 2 pieces of alien chitin. I'm gonna say. Is it chitin or chitin? I always think it's chitin, but it's chitin
Chitin.
apparently.
It's kite.
Is it okay?
So is it like a
CHITIN.
voidling?
It's chitin.
A chitin?
Chitin is like a
Yeah.
like a polymer like derivative of like glucose.
Yeah,
Oh.
it's the kind of stuff you find like bugs.
Okay, because I was like, man, that one sounds like cotton.
Okay.
Okay, so that's you guys done with there then?
Yeah, Hex just turns around and is like, I don't think this was part of Runeterra.
You don't think so?
All right.
Whatever it is, it knows what we are now. Let's keep an eye out for the one that got away.
And so you slowly make your way back down the mountain, a lot more wary now, trying to keep an eye out for any of these creatures that might be tracking you. But as you go, there's nothing. You keep a very keen eye out, but there's nothing along the way. It's mostly just empty track and a mountain. And after about 2 or 3 weeks of being away from the Rakor village and the Solari, you finally make your way back. And you agree with the strange looks and confusion, because Hex is still covered in some of this like gross, like purplish sludgy blood, a little bit. Hasn't been able to clean it off that
Cover
much.
herself with it?
No, but like she was digging through the remains of it, so it's like a little bit of like her.
Just, like one layer of cloaks behind, you know, because like I'm 3 layers of cloaks, like I'm 2 layers of cloaks now. You know.
Okay, we'll see. So you going without any of that?
Hex understands hazardous materials should not be like kept on you uncontained.
Says the guy who fucking set off a pound of black powder.
Hey, that was for scientific person.
For scientific.
For strength testing against a magical barrier of ancient design.
Okay.
Yeah, I know, right?
So you make your way through, and again, so there's like a small crowd gathering, because it's very rare for people to come back from their journey up to the peak.
Are they
And-
gonna feed us?
God, he's desperate. And you and following Sola, who's just seems to be like, very desperate to see Leon and see if what she saw on the mountain was real or not. You follow her and find your way back to a very familiar office. The dazzling sunlight, the pig in the background. I swear to God,
I'm sorry, it's comforting.
it's comforting.
Passed out on office desk, restless.
So again, so you enter this very familiar office, a long table, a lot of sunlight coming in, very shiny as the Temple of Solari is, very open and like, to allow a lot of sun and a lot of the nature itself. And you come face to face with Leona once again. She stands seemingly unchanged, pretty much the same as when you left, if 3 weeks older. Oh yeah.
May I draw my battle axe just in case she is
TJ,
a
no.
figment of our imagination? I
No.
don't know. Like I just saw an illusion. Who knows
Okay,
this is
DJ,
real?
You described
Calm down.
Darian as like a peaceful, calm person, and now you're playing him as a battle-crazed maniac.
Yeah.
You're welcome.
You're welcome. So as you enter, Darren very cautiously, like he doesn't put, he reaches to keep an eye, he has a hand on his axe just in case. He has a shield strap, but he has a hand at his axe, not drawn but ready.
Can I just go in to see her by myself?
Okay, yeah, that's fine.
I can allow that.
Whoa, what do you mean you can allow it? Who do you think you are?
Thank you, TJ. I appreciate it.
I'm scared.
You're scared,
She
clearly.
scares
You are.
So as the party moves in, Solo turns to them and sort of like gives a little hands like, shh, give me a minute. And now Sola and Leona stand alone with 3 people standing ears to the door, eavesdropping.
I do like this stuff.
Actually, I think Hex kind of like doesn't really care at this point. She's accomplished her mission of getting to the top, so she's just like working
Is
on.
it because you're so
grenades
short?
and other
Oh my god.
small things.
All right.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna join Hex on that.
Okay, so just Darren, are you gonna eavesdrop or not?
Yes.
Okay. So you have one ear at it's just like at the what do you call it? The keyhole. So they'll try to listen through there to varying degrees of success. And now we have Sola and Leona alone. Leona stands towards the open mountain towards the window. Her back to you, Sola.
So, we're back. I got them back safe, just as you asked.
So I
We
see.
managed to find the rune.
Did you now? What did you see upon the mountain?
Shit, I gotta put that on. We saw hallucinations, lies, imagery, things that seemed real, appeared real, but were only meant to throw us off. I saw you. What I thought was you.
I see.
But nothing stopped us. We had a job to finish and a mission to complete. And I made promises to people. I made promises to you that I couldn't just throw away.
So you stuck by your ideals and you climbed the mountain. You return safe with the rune in hand. And this she turns to you. Her face is kind of like you would have assumed it's very stoic, but contrary to your belief, she looks like she has not slept in days, if not weeks. Her usual like sunny and very calm disposition is somewhat broken, and she just bags in her eyes. The color that usually would fill her face is kind of drained, and she looks at you. There's this glint and this like flame that's being reignited. She says, "Thank you for coming back safe. The challenges you face upon the mountain are nothing compared to what you're to face yet. The mountain is giving you a new task. I've heard it myself from myself, this inner demon within me. And I cannot bear to send you, but I must. And I apologize for this. Be safe upon your journey. And while I wish to congratulate you and serve you a banquet and honor you as a hero, I cannot right now. So go to the sands. Seek the next rune. And please, be careful. Trust no one." And she's saying this. Her voice is like breaking. It's very emotional for her, telling you to go out and do something that's dangerous and this absurd. And she's distraught slightly, but she's so confident she's very confident and somewhat also she's scared but calm at the same time. It's a very strange dynamic. And she sort of starts pacing towards you. And when she reaches you, she puts a hand on her shoulder and says, "Use both gifts you've received from the mountain. And be safe. Don't let your ideals stray." And she moves towards the door. Hand on. She opens it and Darren sort of stumbles forward slightly, very awkwardly. Darren didn't hear much of what actually happened, but opens the door, lets him fall forward, and then, with a very sad and earnest smile, she gives you like a small salute and leaves, heading off to do some God knows what task.
May I ask what
So
the
we just
task?
regroup at the party and
May I ask what
Get
she
moving.
had said to Sola?
You can ask
know, you were
Sola.
eavesdropping.
He couldn't hear
I
much.
didn't
It was
get the
kind of
other-
hard to hear. Like it
Yeah,
it was a little weird for him. He's a the keyhole itself wasn't big enough to let much noise. Like it was very quiet conversation. It wasn't loud. It was very sort of intimate. But for now, yeah, you guys you regroup, and with the words Leona has said to you, you prepare to the journey through the sands. I assume you guys know where the sands are.
Shurima!
Shrima, you begin your journey.
Somewhere else.
Somewhere else, yeah, exactly, somewhere else. And
Are
after
we going now, or are we going next session?
we're still going. We have some time still. I'm not done with you fellows yet.
But I didn't even get to...
And
This is the longest session we've had. I'm just
it's
saying.
been like an hour and 20. an hour,
like-
a little bit more than an
It's
hour.
10:30, dude. We started at 8.
Yeah, but we started at 9.
We started like
We
9.
started at 9?
Yeah, we started late because you were like walking your dog. Remember?
I got home at like. I got here at like 7:30. Did we really just dick around?
It
for
was
like an
not
hour?
7:30. It was like 8:30. I think you have
We
your
got
time, your
here
clock's
like,
back to an hour.
like 8:45, and we started
Yeah.
the session.
Okay, I was gonna say it feels like we've been doing this for a couple hours. I
Yeah.
can go on.
Wait, we're gonna keep going?
Yeah, for a little longer. For a little longer. It shouldn't take too much longer now. But the slowly you get like some I'll get some rooms to stay in.
See how many grenades I make.
Okay.
Free.
So this is you guys have some free time now. You have about a day or two to prep and get before you have to move out. Well, from Leona, you understand from Leona, you have to start moving immediately. You have very little time, and this quest, this journey to the sands, is pretty important. And so everyone sets up. Okay, do you guys know how magical items work and whatnot?
Huh?
Do you guys know how magic items work?
No.
So the way they work is to understand how you have to spend, I think it's a full rest. So it's about 8 hours or so, concentrating on the item and learning it, how to use it and attuning it to yourself. So what's gonna happen now is I'm gonna send you, if I can remember to set this up properly and remember where the fuck I left this thing. Descriptions of how, so by this point you guys have you have 2 days. You spend about 1 day sort of resting and getting your minds back together and sort of recovering from this obscenely arduous journey you've just been through. During which time you each sort of sit with your weapon, with your new equipment, and you take some time to figure out like how they work slightly better. Now, first things first.
What?
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 TJ, you okay?
Yeah.
Okay, so, to Felix, this is how your item works, and this is the abilities it has. I'm sending each of you the individual thing that I have written down. So, usually I'd have like flashcards I would like to give, but I don't have them on me right now, and I also can't send flashcards. So that's the right one there. This one is for Mr. Scarves.
Mm-hmm.
And finally, I need where did I? Oh god damn, that was a big one. UMGN. This is your item. I also forgot to send you the names. I'll tell you guys the names of each of the items. Hex, you have a new
The Claws of the Star Forger.
Close to Star Forger. For Felix, you gain the Redemption. For Solo, you have the Locket of the Iron Solari, and for Darian, you have the what do I call them again? Let me say the Lightning Scale Gauntlets.
Lightning scale
Gauntlets.
gauntlet.
Correct. And so after
I wonder what I could do. Light.
I send you a description of what you can do with them.
Man, I could just see myself now. I don't even need weapons anymore. I'll be punching electricity in the.
You just DM it to me, Nacho.
Yeah, I did. I send you the description, like what it does. I forgot to send the name.
Wow, that's good.
Yeah, it felt right. It felt like a right time. A little early, but it's fine. And so you spend about a day learning what they do and how it works. Getting used to how to channel their powers and understand them. And during day 2, you begin to prepare some supplies, some food, rations, anything you might need. During this time, you guys can also do, like, if you want to change your spell slot for Chris, if you want to change what spells you have prepared, you can do that.
I'm good.
Okay, Felix, is there like anything you want to do here? Like, you have like a day or so to just faff around and go explore you can explore the village or I don't know.
I think I might just stay and just kind of
Rest.
learn what I just got.
Okay.
Kind of like study it or whatever.
Yeah.
All right. What's your name? Hex. I think you wanted to learn more about your thingy, your bombs.
I wanted to try to make like a small, like more contained explosive, like instead of like the 40 feet the half or full pound of black powder was, like more like a 5 to like 10 foot radius.
Okay.
You know, explosive,
Yeah.
like a grenade.
So. All right. So
With these gauntlets, do I get any armor or just
No.
the ability?
there's
Okay.
there's no armor that goes with them. If I gave you armor, so it would be a little bit busted, but.
Oh no, just 2 armor.
You will, well, you don't worry about it. So,
Yeah, I know.
next things first. Next things next. You,
So did I make like a tinker check?
Me?
Or
yeah, make a tinker check here. No, sorry, I'm talking
Okay,
to.
since I have tool expertise, that means I get to add proficiency times 2.
All right, make a roll here.
4.
That is fucking terrible. So, okay, this is gonna be interesting.
I blew through my while doing.
So basically, what happens is I'm not gonna kill you here. I probably could, but I won't.
Oh god.
It's gonna be more funny than anything else. So it's you're like you sit in your room, you sort of lock the doors, make sure that no one can really get in to mess with you. And you sit on the floor, you make like a pseudo bunker, and you begin to mess with the black powder, sort of seeing what right amount. So starting very small, slowly getting bigger, and then you get a little carried away, and you don't notice that some of the combustion has been like letting off some chemicals into the air that are combustible themselves. And there's also like little bits of black powder that didn't combust right. So slowly, like you've been like accumulating all this stuff, and you get to like what you think is the perfect amount. And as you're testing it, like in a small scale, like you ignite it to see how it would work, and the compression of the air in the room is just it's too much, and as everything ignites, and the door's blown out into the hallway. It's just splinters of wood, and like all you can see in the room is the whole room is just charred black, with a single like silhouette of a small yordle that just took the entire like charcoal blast to the face.
I think it's more like flash imagery, where it's like it's not a small imprint, it's like a big imprint.
Yeah,
like,
it's
like giant yordle shape on the wall now.
It's like it's a yordle shape, but it's like expanding upward slightly.
Yeah.
And like as like all these like people like all these Solari start coming like see what's happening, like, what's that noise, what just happened, and they just find you sitting there like, well, that
muttering like this should have worked.
yeah, just the
More
mad
about
ramblings.
What?
Yeah, just mad ramblings of a crazy person. And they're a little distressed. They're starting to want to get you off their mount as well. You know, now you're just pissing a lot of people off here. And unfortunately, you don't get to perfect these explosives. You're still stuff with like rough and tough, like whatever you can like concoct at the time.
I would say I get some notes, like maybe advantage next time I try or something.
Yeah, like you almost had it, so I'll give you advantage on the next time, but that won't be for a little bit, I think. And then Solo, do you want to do anything?
Wait, did I do anything yet or no?
No, Darren. Oh yes. Well, I'll get to you in a sec. So for Solo, do you want to do anything?
Okay.
Wait, let Darian go first.
All right, Darren. No. Okay, Darren. What do you want to do?
Well, what I want to do is I just want to go and explore like the city itself because I think it does look pretty majestic.
Are we just in like a market town?
So
Is that where we are?
so the way is
Are we in a big ass city?
So basically it's the Rack. It's a village. So you have the Temple of Solari, which is sort of built into the mountain itself, and it's got a lot of open air, and it's very unusual for a temple. And there's a lot of priestesses and priests and some like Rack soldiers and Solari soldiers. And then like slightly further down the mountain, like not too far from the temple, is the village itself, which has got like it's a little market, and it's got like a fairly large like combat arena, and several little shops and whatnot. You can see there's a lot of houses. It's a very small like tight knit community. And there's other villages, the Blackwater villages along and around. They're also sort of connected.
Okay.
But the closest one is just, there. So Darian, do you want to go? So, just real quick before I
Not
say
really
something.
explore. I do want to go and walk around this city
It's a village, but
village. I'll walk around the village just because when I made it there, it did kind of catch my eye,
okay.
and it just kind of reminded me of home, of Demacia, per se.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I will explain the reason why we're not going. Yeah. All right.
So you just want to go for like a stroll around the city or the
Yeah,
village?
I can take anybody with me. If not, I'll just go alone.
Okay. Before we do that, so Solo, anything you want to do?
Are there any shops I can take a look into?
Yeah, there's a couple shops in the nearest village. You can go.
Go look at the local
You going,
blacksmithery.
you going with Darian here, or are you just going like separate?
Yeah, we'll go together. Why not? We'll go hit at the
Alright.
blacksmithery, Darian.
I don't mind.
Alright, we're gonna go look for some. I'm looking for maybe an upgrade to my weapon. Got some gold. A little bit of gold, might spend it. Think about it.
All right. So you make your way down, and you arrive at this. And you walk through the village. So you're very like accustomed to this area, and you know it quite well. And you very quickly make your way to the blacksmith. It's relatively medium sized. It's an open furnace, open forge. And you can smell the fire and the molten metals and the steam and everything that's coming off this area. It's very homely to you. And God damn it. And you I'm using like a random generator for the names for this. Okay, this is better. And so you approach this blacksmith. You know him for some time. He occasionally does smithing for the Solari. And you know him as Eric Hardsword, who is the owner of the.
Could you repeat that name, Eric?
Eric
Did you say Eric Heart and Sword?
Eric Hardsword. It's randomly generated,
Eric,
okay?
show me your hard sword.
Fucking knew it, god damn it. And you approach to Steel Song Forge. That's what it's called.
Okay.
And you agree by a very lively, large man he looks more like a bear than a man. He's incredibly hairy, and he's got like a magnificent beard as well. It's like,
That's
Sola, sure, good to see you again. What can I help you with?
I'm thinking.
I start
You
to
said he
laugh.
looks like a bear, and now I just think he's a bear.
You might as
Do I
well.
have to
He could be
roll to
wearing like.
laugh? Can I roll to
He's a
laugh?
bear wearing a human.
You don't have to roll for everything. You want to laugh, just laugh.
Well, I'm just gonna laugh from that introduction alone.
Thanks, man.
Don't bully him, Darian. He's
I'm
eccentric.
not bullying.
He's eccentric.
Positivity, just completely.
I'm looking to find some new wares to
confused.
take on our journey forward. Do you have any new materials I can use to upgrade / any new? I'm just speaking like an NPC. Is there any new materials I can upgrade my weapons with, or do you have a new hammer I could procure, possibly?
Let me have a look. Give me a sec. So he sort of goes into the shop, and you hear clanging, and you see a couple like things that are being thrown around. It's very dangerous, to put it in the least.
Mm-hmm.
Very messy. And he pokes his head out, looks to Darian, to you, so scans your armor to see like the state of it. Goes back, so again, more clanging, more noises, more. And a battle axe comes through the door and sort of lands by your feet, and you're worried, very much.
I'm not worried. I like it.
He's excited. Sorry, Darian's excited.
And he comes down with a couple of things. First, he comes out with a shield, a piece of armor, a mace, and he comes out with a sword. And he has like a couple of benches, like table benches set around, and like a lot of stuff on them. And without giving a single fuck, just brushes all of that aside, puts the stuff he brought out on it, and says, "All right, here's what I got. Got myself
I'm starting to like that a lot.
brand new shield. Quite nice if I saw so myself. Got a nice enchantment on it. It's called the Arrow Catching Shield. It'll catch some arrows for you. You can reuse them for your friends. Got this fine sword over here. It does a little bit more damage than your usual sword. It's very sharp. Some very special armor. Got some very rare materials not too long ago. I managed to make this lovely piece of armor for you. It's made of mithril, I saw here. Then I've got this, finally, this lovely mace. I say so myself. This little bee is enchanted with smithing. Oh, I'm inclined to give it to you because we know, but if it weren't you, I'd probably not give it to anyone else. Keep that between us, though. So you interested in any of my wares, or also, as for your armor, it looks fine. It's very well kept. I heard you up the mountain as well. Congrats for coming back alive, for one. But the armor looks fine, so I don't think there's much to do with it right now. Anything interest you? Hello?
I'm just in shock.
Oh, okay. I'm like, did I disconnect? I'm like freaking the fuck out.
No, I'm just in shock.
So okay, so to put it in more layman terms, he has a arrow catching shield. He has a weapon +3, some mithril armor, and a mace of smithing. That's what he has instead.
The weapon +3 is just a +3 upgrade to your weapon.
It's a weapon. So you do. It's a sword that does. It's a normal sword, but you get +3 damage when you swing damage. So
Okay.
it does bonus damage.
And is it a one-handed just sword?
It's a one-handed sword, yes.
How much does that cost?
That is at a hefty 14,400 gold pieces.
All right, check this
We
out.
didn't talk about
I'm
gold
going to
yet.
roll for persuasion.
Okay.
You know you're needing a natural 20 to persuade him, right?
If I don't get it, it's okay.
Can I roll if she doesn't get it?
I'm gonna
You
give.
can
I'm gonna
assist.
hit him
No,
with a.
you can assist. You can like.
I can assist.
Yeah, so you
Alright,
have advantage
I'll
on
roll.
it.
I get +7 on it.
I only get +1, so.
All right.
Or wait, hang on. No, wait. What the fuck?
If it's persuasion, I believe you have
Wait,
proficiency in
do
it.
I get?
I get
advantage
+5,
or
not
no?
+7. I get
Okay.
+5. Okay, so I'm gonna roll a d20 +5. So we get advantage, right?
You have advantage, so you roll twice and pick the highest. 16.
That's- what is
don't
the
mind.
zero
Don't.
successes
I don't know.
thingy?
That's TJ fucked with something. I don't know what he did.
No, my bad. I'm sorry. I don't know
Okay,
what I.
so I
got.
rolled I guess 16, 17, 18,
20,
19,
I don't know how
20,
to get rid of
21.
it.
And so
Alright, so I
same-
rolled a 21.
Okay, good.
Can I hit him with the? I'm gonna try and hit him with the. What's his name again? What's his first? Eric.
Eric. No,
I'm gonna
TJ,
hit with
TJ, you don't roll. You don't roll. Don't worry about it.
Oh, I thought.
I'm gonna hit him with
well,
the
I'm trying
Eric.
to
You've known me
forget.
since I was a
I don't know
little
what.
child, right? And like making it back from Mount Targon alone was no easy trial. Do you think there's any way you can give us any equipment at all to help us on our journey forward? The last thing I want to do is not be able to come back and see your face again.
He he blushes slightly. Like from what you can,
Fair
you
boy.
think he blushes, because you can't really see between like all this fucking hair everywhere.
I think he does.
You
Oh, yeah,
assume
he's
he's
a hair
blushing more than anything else. Well, listen here, lass. I'd love to give it to you. I can lower the price by 1,000 gold, which is being incredibly generous.
Yeah, that's true.
But
That is true.
it's a very, very rare weapon to even get your hands on. Even to forge something like this would take 1 in 100 years. I can't lower the price much more than this. I'm sorry.
Oh, I understand. It's okay.
Not like you care.
Don't worry about it. You'll find somebody to pick it up for you eventually.
Hey, hopefully I will.
Then
Anything else?
I'm
I
gonna
can
head
help
on out. TJ, you can. I'm gonna go meet back up with the little Yordle boys and the Yordle boy and the Yordle girl. So
with
I'm gonna go
exploded,
catch
dude.
up with the little ones. You can go explore.
Explosions.
I'm gonna actually, you know what? Specifically, I'm gonna tell Darian here that I'm gonna go make sure that Hex isn't blowing up my entire town.
A little late for that.
I'll see you later.
It's only
Because I left before she did this. That's what's in my
Oh,
head.
okay. Yeah, that's fine. We'll put it in that order.
I'm gonna come back and get mad at her.
Nice, man. Okay, so TJ, anything else you want to do? You just wanna keep walking around and seeing the views and stuff, or?
Yeah, because I didn't want the axe.
All right. So after this, like, Eric says, "All right, I'll see you, lass, and hopefully I'll see more of you around, Mister. You look like an interesting fellow." And with that, you you move away and axe at your feet. You're like, "Damn it! Oh well." And you walk around Rakor village. It's quite small. It takes you like 20, 30 minutes to walk around the entire thing. and you see there's all sorts of people. There's families, there's soldiers, there's people, there's in the middle of the village, like an arena almost, where like some of the Rakor tribe members are fighting and they're duking it out fist to fist, and just going all out. And you walk around,
I start to cry.
yeah, like it's a very nostalgic experience. Like it's reminds you of home and everything you left behind. And as you walk, you regret what your past, but you also accept that what's done is done, and you keep moving. And with that, after about half an hour, you make your way back to the group, and after a final rest, and a very long scolding from Sola to Hex.
Hey, I want to say one thing. After Hex blew up the door, after like 30 minutes of muttering, she picks up all the pieces and mends them back with repair damage.
Okay,
Oh,
so
okay.
at
You're
least you
so
fixed
smart.
the door.
So I'm
Yeah,
not even gonna notice.
Oh no, you're still
Yeah,
gonna
it's like-
notice because there's still char marks everywhere.
Like there's scorch marks.
Yeah.
but
Wait,
Hex-
can he
Hex-
roll to see how efficient he is? Because if he gets a high enough roll, let's make it so it's like it never happened.
I
And
mean,
then he
he's
just has to
fixing
pretend.
wow, if I can speak for fuck's sake, he's fixing the door and that's it. From what we know.
Well, the door and any other broken pieces, because like if the door blew up, maybe the desk got some like scuff marks and dents.
Okay, yeah,
I'm just
we'll
finding wooden pieces and like putting them back together.
okay. So you roll a stealth check. I'll have you roll a stealth check for this one.
Okay, stealth check. +4. Okay. 24.
It's as if,
I
like,
put it back even better than before.
yeah, like even not even just the door, the scorch marks somehow they're gone. It's like nothing even fucking happened. Like, before even
Jeez,
Like,
man,
the
a
creaky,
nat
like,
20.
creaky chair,
Good for
doesn't
you.
creak
yeah,
broken
If you
window,
rolled that in the
perfectly
beginning.
fixed.
yeah, it's
I
absurd.
even put more paint on the walls. Like I repainted like with the color it was when it was first made. Like I'm like, oh, scorch! I didn't even blew the paint off the wall. Let me repaint it real quick.
Yeah, it is crazy the amount of efficiency your roll can have in like an hour.
Hex has practice.
No,
you
yeah,
know?
okay, it's not even an hour. It's like 20 minutes, like, give or take.
Like
you-
5.
No, not 5. It's like 20 minutes. And you have to put everything back together and clean it up. And as Sola sort of swings by like a mother checking on her child, like you sure you haven't done anything? It's like you're like, yeah, no, I haven't done anything. That's fine.
This is just a normal Tuesday.
Yeah,
you know?
just a normal day. Business as usual. And yeah, so no repercussions, but you're still like people. She will potentially hear the rumors and the story eventually, but not today.
Hey, at least they're not too mad because I put everything back.
Yeah. And so after you take a final night at the Solari, you wake up early morning, you get all your gear together, you get everything together, you equip you get your new equipment on and ready to go, and you begin your descent down Mount Targon. The journey in of itself takes you about roughly a month to get halfway down. The journey has been quite difficult just because scaling up a mountain is difficult, as is scaling downwards is even harder. And with the natural terrain disadvantages and the difference in the way the terrain works on Mount Targon, it's even more difficult. And after about a month of fairly non-stop travel, and you stopped at Borealis Village to sort of tell what happened and get your reward for the original quest and the reason we were on Mount Targon in the first place. The three of who's actually not three, just two. Darren and Hex, you guys have 10 gold pieces, 20 silver pieces, and 15 copper pieces to share between each other. So 10, 20, 15 to share between each other.
Okay, so I think we split the gold pieces half. So it's like 5.
So yeah, so each of you gets 5 gold.
Okay.
Are you doing?
Or me and Darren get 5 gold.
Yeah.
It
Silver.
was 15.
15. It's 20 silver and 15 copper.
What is it? I think Hex is gonna propose an interesting wager to Darien.
Okay.
Oh my god.
A simple game of dice to see whoever gets the small change left.
Wait.
Okay.
I like this.
So what? So you'd be rolling what? 1 or 2d6s?
2d6s.
Okay. So wait. So first thing is, Darren, are you down for this?
Oh, I'm down. And
You roll
that
two,
was a
you roll two.
mistake again. Wow, I am screwed. Like every single
Roll the
time.
second one, TJ.
Roll the second one,
And
TJ.
here's- But there you go.
Near Snake Eyes.
Yes!
Damn, that is close though. That is hella close.
It was close until the second roll.
Yeah. So no, you sit down like at the counter as they're giving you the money, and you're just like splitting it up.
Like, Hex pulls out, like, 2 dice
And then
and offers up, like, a game of chance.
yeah, you slide them over to him, and like one of them may or may not be rigged, apparently.
Well, Hex doesn't even know it's rigged if it is.
Yeah.
Liar.
And you both roll, and like the first roll comes through from Darren. He's like, "Oh fuck me." Second roll, "Fuck me." First roll for Hex is like, "Oh shit, wait a minute." Second roll's like, "Oh thank God." It's like able to breathe. And so what was the wager? He's
The silver and copper pieces.
damn. All right.
Winner gets all of it.
Winner gets
Yeah.
all apparently. So
You
that's
want to go again, Darian? I'm more than down.
double or nothing. Gold on the line.
Yeah, double or nothing.
Gold on the
That's a-
line. Wait a minute. Are you serious?
Yes.
Oh my God, this guy's balls.
Double or nothing.
All right.
I'm back down from a yordle.
Darian,
I
you roll
roll-
I'm
first.
providing my support to Darian in spirit.
It is Darian's roll first. Okay. Snake Eyes! Oh, that's amazing!
Is that good?
That is terrible. That's the worst. When you roll Snake Eyes, you lose.
Check them. Check the doubles.
Like, are you freaking kidding me?
Hex,
He
you
gets
can.
doubles though.
No, it's
It was highest roll.
it's
That's what we were going.
fucking Storm, motherfucker.
Now there is something rigged about these fucking
They
dice.
very well might. Oh,
These dice are fucking rigged.
they can be. That's how rigged dice work. But
No,
God,
they're
But
not
you
rigged.
are still furious.
Bullshit.
You are livid. You're beat red, and you're like, you want to kill this fucker for taking your reward, but you bet if you're like, fuck. And
Okay, I think Hex is gonna turn to Sola and hand her a gold piece
oh my God.
as a peace offering. Because Hex knows that she's caused Sola some trouble, and this is what Sola thinks is like the trouble's worth.
Triple or nothing. I gotta
Okay,
go
I'll
for
accept
it.
the gold piece, not because I'm caring about the money, but because I appreciate that you're trying to say sorry. I'm gonna give you a little head pat.
Aw.
And then I'm going to hand 2 pieces to Felix.
Oh my
for having
God.
So Felix, get that money
You're
too.
an absolute VM lord. Anna's muted, so I don't know what's happening here, but
Baby there.
So I have 11 golds total now, and then
just write
30
down for her for
silver?
now. Nope. Oops.
Okay.
Yeah.
and 15 copper.
Okay. So, and for that quick brief stop, you arrive at Borealis early in the morning, so you just make a quick stop by the inn.
Wait, how do you know how much gold you have? I don't even know how much gold I have.
I
Probably
got my
nothing
starting
now.
gold.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Good
I
job,
know how
CJ.
much gold I. Shut up.
And so with a quick breeze past Borealis to collect your rewards, you can the reward for those two, you continue down the mountain, where about you're a quarter of the way to the bottom, like you're about 3/4 of the way there, when you're hit by a flash blizzard, and the terrain and everything becomes too impossible to continue. The storm is buffing you. You can barely move. And as you're just sort of pushing through, you find yourselves spotting a cave not too far away. And
Oh my
with
god, he brought back the wolves!
Oh my god.
and as you push through and you force yourselves through, you find yourselves in the cave that's oddly lit, and there's like light around. And there's also something this should not be in a cave. Probably not in the middle of the mountain at all. There is a door, actually. There's a simple door. It's purple. It's like a magenta purple. It's not magenta. It's like a deeper shade of purple. With a strange symbol, with three sort of it's a circle with three sort of squiggles coming off in like a triangle-ish formation. It's completely bizarre. You've never seen anything like that before, and you're very confused as to how it got there in the first place, and what is happening here. It's very strange, and you make your way up, and you look around to see what's happening. Like, what's this door? What's going on here? And does anyone want to make any checks of some kind? Quick.
I guess I'll make an Arcana check on it.
All right.
I could roll a what's it called? Maybe look at my character sheet.
I roll for perception. No.
You can roll for perception if you want.
God, this is gonna be bad.
I noticed
Sick.
nothing.
Jesus.
I could do insight. I have a +3 to insight, so I'm gonna roll that.
Okay. Now I'll have everyone roll first.
8, so bad.
TJ, you're gonna roll or no?
Why is this doing this?
11. Okay. So 10. Also, to check your roll, see where it says optional additional settings or target number or whatever. Just like remove it, like put it down, like just I don't know. Yeah,
Or remove
can't
anything
move it.
in there.
I have no
It's
idea
at
what
zero.
just it's like highlight it and just press backspace and that's it. So there's nothing there. It's empty. Is it empty?
I have a better. Nope.
Okay,
I'll be
wait.
right back.
So yeah, so first Hex sort of moves up and look for any sort of magical properties, and this thing is just like it's difficult to not notice the amount of like absurd magical power flowing out of this thing. Like you're not sure.
So that's no, it's like,
Oh, thank
I
God
just see
it's
it's the
fixed.
magic door. That's all I can
Ooh,
understand.
Okay, it's fixed.
Yeah, so like you're not sure what it does or how it works, but this thing is magic of some kind. You did an insight check, Chris.
I did do an insight check. I rolled really low though.
So you approach the door and so look around, and you notice that it's a door that looks like it opens to seemingly nothing, and it has no ill intentions because it's a door. And Darian sees a door in a cave with torches in it
All right.
and a blizzard outside, and that's pretty much what you guys get from this door and this cave in general.
Okay.
So what will you do? Will you enter the door?
What are y'all thinking?
I think we should open up the door. We can only find out what lies within by opening it.
You know, I think if in the event that it is something bad, I can protect us from whatever it is, so I'd normally say curiosity killed the cat, but why not? Let's go for it.
All right. So
I vote Darian opens the door. Actually,
I
no,
vote Darian opens the door.
I'm kidding. That was not what
wanna
I should
open
do.
the door. I want to
Going
open
to
the door
be kidding.
just to make sure that everybody else is protected, and I know that if anything were to come out, at least I can take the fall for it.
All right.
Yeah, maybe like, he wants to body block the door or something.
Yes.
Massive frame.
Okay. So is Darian opening the door first, or the door in general?
Yes, I'm opening the door.
All right. So as you sort of line up, we'll say it's Darian, then Sola behind, and then the Yordle sort of like either like behind those two, sort of like to see what's happening. And Darian
Kieran.
reaches for the door, pulls down the handle, and very slowly opens it, and finds himself staring into a hotel lobby that is very, very purple. And as you open the door and you find yourself face, you feel that something else is happening. Because you are moving forward out of your own, not out of your own volition. It's not like you're moving, you're being dragged almost. And before you know it, you're suddenly standing in the lobby with the door closed behind you. All four of you are now in a strange lobby that is decorated with a carpet leading from the reception desk, Like it's from the door to the all the way up to the reception desk, and it's just going to there. And there's
This
as you
is
look
really-
around, yeah, there's all sorts of paintings of an ancient city. That they're all hung up on these, again, very purple walls with a very large crystal chandelier above you. And you guys are like sort of looking around, very confused as to how you, again, got in there in the first place, and where the door was and why it was there in the first place. And again, so as you look around, there's some sofas and coffee tables against the walls. They don't look like they're used very often, and while the room is simple, it's quite nice. And behind there's a like semicircular reception desk like you find at most hotels. And behind them there's a painting and a hallway that branches from two paths, leading to two elevators. And from what you can hear, there's appeared to be some snoring in the lobby. I'm not sure where it's coming from though. What are you guys gonna do here?
I
I
think
want to
Hex is gonna
approach
walk
this-
around the empty desk.
To the reception
Or-
desk?
Yeah, she's gonna climb on top of it because I'm pretty sure it's like at her height.
It's a little. It's like if it's like yeah, it's like about your head height, maybe if not a bit taller.
So I think like she scampers up on it to see over it because she can't see anyone at her current angle.
Okay.
So she can climb up to see like further down to see like if there's anyone behind the desk.
Okay. Anyone else want to do anything real quick?
Can I examine or at least try to identify where the snoring is coming from?
Yeah. It sounds like something from the desk,
From the desk itself.
from the general vicinity of the desk, like from the area that is the desk.
Didn't Hex just explore the desk?
He hasn't. I'm asking what everyone wants to do first before I move
Yes,
on. Here.
compounding actions.
Yeah.
So we all.
Oh, okay. So I'll walk over to the desk as well.
Okay.
Yeah.
Darren, anything you want to do? TJ? Hello?
So I'm gonna approach
Okay.
the door as well. I mean the reception desk to see who is snoring.
Okay, so as everyone sort of very cautiously, hands like at their weapons and whatnot, move to very cautiously towards this desk, Hex scampers on, and the two normal sized people who can just lean over find to see there's a man sleeping. He's got very tan skin. It's sort of like a brownish color. He's wearing these very purple clothes, for lack of better description. And it's like it's very elegant attire. It's like a suit almost, but it's got like these strange little alterations. It's not like the normal suit you'd see people wear. It's almost like it's more of an like to put it in the sense of Runeterra, it'd be like Shuriman style like garments. And as sort of Hex is making noise trying to scamper on, this fellow who's sleeping the Soren sort of stops and he looks up and says, "Oh, you guests, give me a minute. Let me just wake up. Yeah, sorry. Yeah, I'm up. Sorry." And he stands up, very asleep, pretty much. He still looks like he's dead asleep. And says, welcome to the Acathian. What can I do for you today? You here for the market or for the sleepy? Or I want to sleep. Can I get a sleep, please? Is that an option? No. Fucking hell. Fine. There's the inn. There's the smith. There's the places you can go and find. And yeah, what can I help you with? Hello?
What is this place?
Where are we?
Glad you asked. I have no idea where we are right now. All I know is that this place is the Acathian. It's a weird dimensional thing that I don't know how it works. I'm just the receptionist, okay? I just work here.
I have a question.
Yes.
If you're the receptionist and you don't know what this place is, why are you wearing purple?
Everyone's supposed to wear purple. Everything's purple here, man. I don't know what to tell you. All I know about this place is that it travels. It has doors from everywhere. You can find this place, and every civilization has some entry to this place. New, old ones, weird ones, wacky ones, godly ones, you name it. You know it. We got it. We're Moto. What? How do you say it? Motto? Right. That's how you say it. It was a motto. Our motto is hospitality 24/7, except when we're not here. And yeah.
Moto.
Yeah, don't make fun of the way I speak. I'm tired. Anything else I can help you with?
Intrigued by the God room?
Sorry, can you repeat that? I didn't hear you. I'm tired.
Sorry. You said there's a God room?
No. Maybe, I don't know. Is there a God room? I hope so.
I mean, if I find a God room, I'm gonna punch the old man in the face,
Um,
I swear.
No, we have doors that...
I mean,
So
yeah.
the way the Decathlon works, from what I understand, is there's multiple doors spread around the world and other worlds, I guess, that all lead to here, and sometimes to the one store that you'll pray to God don't go to ever. And yeah, they all lead to here, and from here you can go to the other stores that are around that you can reach the elevators with from place. Yeah, I'm tired. So yeah, so you, I don't know, where'd you come from? Does anyone want to tell me where you came from?
We came from Targon.
Mount Targon. That's not been used in a while. How's it looking over there? How's the door? So clean.
There's a door over there?
Well, relatively.
All right, this is all broken. So yeah, so this door's like the one you found all over the place. There's one in Demacia somewhere, probably hidden away because those guys just don't like magic. There's one in Noxus that are probably being monopolized by the greedy, power-hungry bastards. One in Ionia somewhere, probably hidden away by the weird, kooky people that live there and their spirits. You name it, we got it. It's there somewhere. Find it. I don't know.
I have a question.
Yes.
Do all those doors lead here to this room, or multiple instances of this room?
No, they lead to this room. It's this room is here always and never. And again, I just work here. I don't know how this place works. I do what I'm told, and I tell what I know, which is pretty much nothing.
Okay, I have two other questions then.
All right, small one. Let's go.
Is there a library here?
No, maybe. Again, I don't
Okay.
know. I don't know much about this
Question
place.
2, how much is a room?
For the room to stay at, you'd have to check out the Void Rush Inn, which is floor number 5. I think. Well, give me a second. And this sleepy guy who's just sort of reaches under his desk and pulls out this huge book. It's like, it is massive. It is thick as a fucking brick, like even thicker than a brick actually. It's like an encyclopedia, but 3 of them stacked on top of each other. And he just slams down on his desk and starts flipping through and says, give me a sec. Void Rush in here. Yep, floor 5. You can go there. The people there will give you a room, hopefully, and probably won't kill you. Probably. I hope. I don't know. I've never been there.
Probably.
Probably.
Like those odds.
Yeah. It's a pretty good odds if you ask me. This place is crazy. It'll probably kill you more than it'll save you sometimes, but, you know. A lot of people actually don't leave, from what I know. But
We should trust him. He's very nice.
thank you. Anything else I can help you with before I go back to sleep, please?
Is there a bathroom?
Yeah, the plants are bathroom in some places, I guess. I don't know where the bathrooms are. I just sleep here.
Well, I'll find it later.
All right. Any other last toilet-related questions? Nope. All right. And so he closes his giant encyclopedia, puts it under his desk, and says, take the elevator to the Void Rush in if you want. They probably know more about the floors and what's where than I do. And, yeah, just see ya. He just slams his face into the desk and falls asleep again.
Good night, friend.
Out like a light.
Hopefully we'll meet him again.
Just don't pickpocket him. I know what you're
Pickpocket?
thinking, but don't pickpocket him.
Oh, you want me to pickpocket him? Okay.
I
Oh my
I said don't.
I wasn't even thinking about that till now.
Oh my god.
Well, shit.
Are you going to, actually?
I'm going to reverse pickpocket him.
What do you mean reverse pickpocket him?
Don't put a bomb in his pants.
No, I'm gonna put a note in his pants.
Oh, okay. What's the note gonna say? What's the note
Like
gonna say?
a crude drawing of him.
Okay.
With maybe like Darius beneath him, dead.
Darius or Darien?
Both.
Both. Okay.
Do
Like-
not.
And so you,
The answer is yes.
so
And with like future plans written on it, and just like stuff it in his back pocket.
So very quickly and like in a very like silly, very like scrappy style, you draw like stick figures pretty much, and you just stuff in his pocket. He's like dead. It's like he doesn't even notice. And with that, you the party sort of as they're they're like the rest of the party's already moving ahead. And they're just calling out you to hurry up, and you ping the elevator's already there, and you head to the 5th floor, the Void Rush Inn, where you're all welcome to a wide open tavern. It's not unpopular. It's a couple people. Look at their patrons, and around the area stands there's a woman sort of going around with serving drinks, very quite small, very stern looking. Has a very like strict composure to herself. She carries herself with an air of how do you say? Not pompousness, but like serious. No, not arrogance. It's like it's more seriousness. I don't know. I don't have like a thesaurus for that.
It's okay.
And she, seeing as you walk in, she walks over her slightly tan skin, sort of very similar to the ones to Sola's, her ginger hair tied up in a bun, and her sort of her tavern clothes are a little dirty, and she says, "What can I help you with? You need a room? You need some meat? What do you need?"
We're looking for information.
If it's information you want, take a seat at the bar real quick. I'll be with you in a second. So she sort of ushers you towards like this sort of bar area where they're serving drinks, and there's a guy passed out in the corner, as there is in every single tavern. It's like obligatory at this point. And there's some people like just drinking. Like as you guys walk by, a lot of people looking at you, giving you shifty looks. Like they're a little wary of you. There's about 7-8 other people in this tavern, other than you.
Is anyone gambling?
No, most of them are just sort of like, they were talking until you sort of walked in. It's like, and they all seem to be carrying some sort of weapon and some sort of equipment. Some carry staffs. Some seem to dress like some like magic users. Others more like warriors, and some like archers. And it's very strange. And as you sit at the bar, the same woman comes over and says, "We're gonna get you to drink."
Thought we were looking for information.
Information is a drink. Drink and information. That's how it works here. What do you want to drink?
Do you have a menu?
The menu is what you ask. What do you want to drink?
This place is so confusing. Okay. I'll just take an ale then.
An ale for the lady? What about you two? Or 3?
What's the strongest thing you have?
Oh my god.
Probably something that's enough to
Thanks.
kill you.
I'll take
Could
2
you
then.
please give her a water?
The little one needs a water,
She
please.
needs a water.
Water it
Because
is.
she needs to chill.
Water for the lady little one. You sir, what do you want?
I'll take an ale and the directions to the nearest bathroom.
Bathroom's right over there. She points to like a small like doorway.
She points to a guy with his mouth open.
It's a doorway, and Darren sort of hurriedly gets up and rushes there, like not even taking off any of his,
Yes.
like putting down any of his like swords. He's just
Alcohol.
yeah. No, Darren ordered an ale as well,
All you hear is clink, 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 clink,
and
clink, all the
Thought
way.
he said water.
Felix will also order water. Just like he's not. Felix is currently not here, so I'm just gonna assume he orders water. So with the water ordered. Oh shit. What played me? With everyone's drinks ordered, very surprisingly quickly, all these drinks come out. 2 ales and a She walks over, all the drinks in her hand. She said, "Put down the water for Felix. 2 ales for the last of the sir. Sorry, no, that's a different accent. Ale for the sir and the lady, and for you some water." She gives you a little wink, a little mischievous, but
A wink?
it's a little bit of it's the seriousness is like she's still very serious, but it's like It's like a mischievous kind of wink.
Can I roll perception?
You can. It'd be insight more than perception.
Okay, well, insight. All right. I was gonna say if it's perception, it's okay. Insight it is. Let me see where my insight is. Insight is wisdom. That's +3. All right, I'm rolling insight to see if anything fishy's. I want to catch that wink. I'm trying to be the mom here. Okay.
All right.
20.
20. Yeah. So that is not water. That is definitely not water.
Okay.
There is something about that.
I'm aware that it's not water.
You're aware that that is probably not water, or at least it's not just water. There's something else added with that.
It's not normal water.
Yeah,
Okay.
there's. So so Darren comes back relieved, to put it simply.
Hang on. Hex, you get 1. Okay. You can have 1.
It's just water, isn't it, Solo? That's what you ordered for me.
You know it's not working, but I'm just being nice to you. Every just don't get in over your head. Hey Darian, welcome back. Are you relieved?
Relieved.
The flows have been taking forth, so yes.
Oh, lovely.
You don't need to be that descriptive.
Yeah. And after that, she goes off, does talk to someone else. Comes back, says, "So, information. What can I help you with?"
What is this place?
That's a good place to start.
Great place to start.
Where are we?
The Cathian is it's a different kind of place. Not really solid way to put it. But the way it works, more or less, is it's a traveling. I want to say hotel. But it's a series of shops and rooms that no one really understands. No one knows how they're connected. But the Cathian is in one place, but at many places at once. These doors appear once every 7 or so days at specific locations. Sometimes new ones appear, but that's very rare. And again, I only know so much, but the few rooms I do know are safe is the Magnus Opus Blacksmith on the 10th floor. There is the Emporium on the 100th floor, which is, again, I say safe for this place, but it's only so safe as your sanity is, I guess. Well, it's strange. You can trust the person who runs it, for the most part. Then there is the Fumes of Hazard, which sounds dangerous, but is strangely not. It's run by a kind of little yordle who concocts all sorts of crazy potions. And finally, there's the Fumes of Hazard, apologies, is on the 27th floor. And then there's the night vendors who appear on the basement. They appear only in the late evenings. And there's many different kinds of stores there that sell many different kinds of goods. Usually more common supplies you might need for your journey. So food, among other things. And then those are the ones I know of that are safe. You can try other rooms, but I can't guarantee you'll come out alive. At least for what I know. And of course, this is the Void Russian, which you're welcome to return to any time if you find the doors to the Cathian. And that's about all we really know. I don't know the locations of the doors themselves, because I can't really leave this place. I'm kind of tied to it at this point. I've been here so long. Leaving it seems just wrong. So do be careful of that. You may be trapped in here by yourself if you're not too careful. But other than that, that's about all the information I know of, and that's about it.
Did we have to leave, or do we have to exit to the door we came in?
You will always exit the door you came in through, whether you want to or not. That is simply how the Cathian works. It's a bizarre place which makes not much sense, and there's not much to say about it. Other than be careful when you travel to rooms that you're not wary of, or you don't know they're safe. And just stay safe. The few patrons I do get, I'd rather keep.
I'm just gonna enjoy the rest of my ale and then try to look for a place to stay the night.
Yeah.
The Void Russian
We're
has
not in any rush to get out of here.
yeah. The Void Russian has some rooms. They're quite nice if you ask me, of course. Quite simple, but they're relatively cheap simply because we don't really use much need of money around here. If you like, I can give you a room for each of you, or share a room for if you need it.
Okay.
So you guys be having rooms with your drinks, or just on your way?
Absolutely. I think we should stay a little and explore this place some more. But it's up to you guys.
I'm down.
I'm fine. I
Alright.
turned to Darian. You want to go another round, Darian?
Another round.
Yes.
I'm sure you can win it back.
I bet you I will.
Right.
What do you have to offer up? It's only exciting if we're betting something equal.
A gold piece.
Gold piece for a gold piece?
Mm-hmm.
Alright. You want to join in, Solo?
I think I'd much rather watch. Gambling isn't my thing. But I do
It's
enjoy
not
watching
gambling.
Darian lose.
Alright, let's roll those
Alright.
dice.
2 dice.
2 dice.
2d6.
Oh no. Oh,
Oh, what?
lord. Starting off strong on the side of Daring with a solid 5. Oh, followed by a 7 from Hex. That is 1 gold piece out for Darian and in for Hex.
You want to keep going?
Sure. Why not?
Oh my god.
1 more.
Oh no, Darian, that's a 6 at least. You had a total of 6. 4. Oh, that's an 8 though. That's another golden piece from Darian to Hex.
I think Hex sees that Darian is kind of slowing down, so she's gonna try to jeer him on just to keep the game going.
Oh my god, you're an asshole.
Exciting.
You're such a man.
Come on, Darian. You're so close. I'm sure you'll get it next time.
You're right.
Hey, can I like
will.
cast an enchantment on his roll?
Oh, what kind of enchantment?
It's
Like,
a plus. Can I cast bless on his roll?
cast bless on his roll. I will allow it.
Okay, so he gets like what? You're gonna give him like an additional +2 or
It's
something?
yeah, it'll be he'll roll a d4. In front of, we'll see. We'll see what he rolls, and then so okay. So Darian, you roll first.
Oh, so he gets to add 4. So I secretly cast.
And now you
Well,
can
actually,
roll a
if you
d4 here.
secretly cast it, Sola, you need to cast a sleight of hand check.
Oh yeah, cast sleight of hand. That's right.
Okay,
I'm sorry.
Sleight of hand check.
Yeah.
So I'm enjoying the game and the fun atmosphere. So I'm gonna get involved and add a little mischievousness to myself. So what I have to roll a d20 plus what? Dexterity or
It's dexterity. Yeah.
your charisma? Because it's my spellcasting thing.
No, it's
First,
it's actually something called
Oh,
sleight
it's
of
sleight of hand. I see it. Dexterity. Okay. -1. D20 -1. Give me a 19. 14. Do I get
it? Roll perception for Hex.
Okay.
Hex?
Oh yeah, no, you like under the
So Hex
table.
still gets you caught up in it.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, I sneak a little bless onto Darian's die.
And like under the table,
Okay,
it's
so
like
Darian
you wave your
has
hands and do
the-
crazy
I
shit.
give Darian a little wink.
Oh, yeah.
9.
So he rolls 9. So Darian gets an additional D4 on his roll.
So yeah, roll a d4. There. 2.
Doesn't he roll 2 die and then roll a D4?
That
No,
still
it's-
goes to
You
Hex.
already rolled.
No, because he hadn't rolled his
Wait.
d4 yet. So that's
Well, yeah,
roll
that's,
my
that's
He-
6
yeah,
plus
that's-
2.
6. That's 8. That is still a game to Hex.
Wait, hang on. How does this working then? Because Hex is rolling twice. 3
Well, yeah.
times.
No, I rolled twice.
He rolled
And
once
then
for
he rolls
perception.
once?
Yeah, 1 for perception was a 6.
Yeah, but then you roll a 6 and a 3.
Yeah, that's
because
for the game.
It's 2d6.
There's 2 die.
The game is 2d6 to see
Okay.
who rolls the highest.
TJ has not rolled.
He
his die
did.
yet.
Yes, he has.
He rolled
Yeah, I
before
did.
He
you.
rolled a
Earlier.
D4.
Yeah, I rolled a d4.
I always
rolled
roll
a 2
second.
and
He
a
rolled
4.
he rolled a 2 and a 4. Then he rolled the 2 for the d4.
My screen literally shows
Scroll
Hex
up.
rolling her. Okay, my screen shows. Hang on. My screen shows Hex rolling the 2 die, and then it shows Darian rolling the 2, and then before that, it's me adding the enchantment to Darian's dice.
Well, yes.
So why would I
thing
add
is-
the enchantment
Well,
after
if
he's
If
rolled?
you roll up, Darian's always the first one to roll.
Yeah, we
Wait,
did
why
the
did you roll
order.
before I
We
enchanted
did
it?
the order bad, okay? We fucked. I did missed it. Okay, give me.
Well,
give me a
Darian
break.
already rolled the next round, and then you wanted to help bless it.
Okay, so fuck it. I was late. I'm gonna bless the
Yeah.
next round. Okay, this
Alright,
didn't
well,
happen.
Yeah, what kind of the next round? Either way, he
next
loses. Is there gonna be a next round? That's my question. Are you sure you want to keep going?
I looked at
Yeah.
Darian.
Oh my god, Darren, you're an animal.
Okay,
That's-
so now I.
Can you say how many?
I am
How many is that
really
now? That's what 1, 2,
I have
3
stolen
gold
that-
pieces this round. This game. That's okay. Okay, Darian, you roll 2d6 and a d4.
I think Darian's on his last gold piece, if anything.
Might be
No, I still have
Yes.
6.
Yes,
7
because-
more. I have
What is it?
7 more.
Wait, how do you have so many gold pieces?
He started off with he's a
Remember?
soldier.
I'm a soldier.
God, we're gonna play this all night.
Uh,
Oh my god.
Darian,
Oh my god.
All right, let's do this.
I'm gonna cut it off, I think, at some point, because. All right, so roll. Oh my.
roll.
Oh, wait a minute. D4.
Round to D4.
That's an 8.
8.
All right. Will he get some of his money back? Oh, snake eyes! I'm streaming. with you.
Yes.
That is 1 gold piece of Darian is reclaimed from the tricksy Yordle. And as this like embedding atmosphere is happening, like you sort of notice that all these like people are around you that like the few that were like they're like hesitance is like sort of gone now, and they're like it's the entire like tavern's more lively, and you know there's talking and there's like singing and like there's like occasional like messing around.
Look at that.
And
See?
and as this is happening, what's the innkeeper comes back and says, so you guys are gambling, it's fine, but keep it a little on the low down. I prefer not to have too much gambling around here. Also, before I leave you to your things, my name is Tina. I forgot to mention. It's a pleasure to meet you all. Hope to see you again.
Spell that.
Taina.
Okay.
And unless you're like you kind of like pack your dice up. Hex doesn't want to. He wants more. She wants more money, but decides. Felix is gonna like just sit, like half asleep.
Like, I feel like if I keep on playing, I'll start to feel bad because
Yeah.
Darian clearly doesn't know when to quit, and if I don't stop, he won't stop.
Yeah.
You don't want to stop though.
Well, at the same
Then
time,
I will convince you to stop, so that way you're not out of character.
well, I
Because you
think
love this shit. You live for this
Yeah.
He's
shit.
a chaotic good, so he feels some emotion, man.
Oh, do you?
yeah, like I kind of respect Darian. You know, it's
Just
like
some. He won 1
It's
round.
like-
That's enough.
this is like I know like I have a feeling that me and Vox did this all the time, and Vox is probably a sore loser as well. And I know like Darian realistically wouldn't stop until he thinks that he's won everything back, and and knowing Darian's luck right now, that doesn't seem to be happening.
Yeah. All right. So so you guys like sort of like wrap it up. You trade the coins. Darren's he feels very accomplished. You beat him once at least. He got
I am
some of
very
his.
accomplished right
Goldie
now.
Hawn's that, like,
I'm
one gold
super
in his hand,
accomplished.
like smiling.
Yeah, it's like
I
he
am smiling.
like ear to ear, like just joyous, and you each had your own rooms. You're given 4 rooms.
It's just funny. Even though I've lost many fights, I have won my 1 battle. I'll take it.
All right.
Like Darian thinks he's won the war.
Yeah. You won the many battles, but I won the war. I think maybe. All right. And so with that, everyone heads back to their rooms. As a long rest, and I'm gonna leave it at that for tonight.
Okay, so I guess we all level up as well.
How
Level
much?
5?
What?
Are we level 5 now?
we'd be level
You
4,
guys.
not even.
Because
We're
we're
level
oh no, we're
4.
not level 4 yet. We're close to level.
Yeah.
You guys
Yeah.
get. I'll say. How far away you guys from leveling up right now?
We're at 2100.
Yeah, man, I was gonna give you this anyway. So 600 XP. I think that should just put you at the threshold to level up.
2700.
I think I should get a lot of XP for
for blowing
outwitting
yourself
Darian
I'll.
at multiple
You're gonna give
turns.
him bonus. Okay, so if he's getting bonus experience,
Okay, here's what I'll do.
roll a persuasion check.
No, no, no. Okay, here's what I will do. I will give, for staying fairly true to character and blowing many things up to all of our amusements. I'll give Hex an extra 200 XP.
Yes.
Sola,
Is this some,
who was stating
Is this
character.
some fucking 10 points to Gryffindor shit right now? Are you gonna like? I'm just kidding. Keep going.
To Sola, who was you stayed in character quite a lot and you managed to do quite well, good bit of role playing. I'll give you an extra 200, and for Darian, I'll give him an extra 100 just because he was Darian and that was enjoyable.
I will take it.
I will-
Darian is no, because he's not a stink boy. So we're at 2,800. That's 4th level.
Everyone
Right.
levels up, even Felix.
Yeah, I
I
think she
I
might have
think-
fallen asleep.
Oh wow,
Yeah.
thanks. That makes me feel good.
It's like, dude, this is late for her, dude. She doesn't stay up this late.
Oh, really?
It's 11.
It's like almost midnight.
I mean, it's like 2 a.m. for me, so like this is like, for me.
Yeah, Anna
sorry.
like does not stay up this late.
That
So,
is-
like, I think that's why she was. I think 'cause she was asking like, "Oh, are we still going?" And I was like, "Yeah, we're still
Oh, I
going."
feel yeah.
And,
Sorry,
like, she,
Like,
I'm pretty sure she fell asleep in call because I texted her and she's not seen my text.
feels bad.
So I'm
I
like,
think
oh,
me and Darren are gonna have this game linked.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be like a tally. I'm gonna need like a tally
gambling
chart.
rivalry.
I better
It's like,
see
what,
this
3
in
to
the
1?
recap
3 to
or
1. It's more
whenever
than 3
you
to 1.
have.
It's like what's it at? It's like what 10 gold piece. It's what? It's like what?
Well, I
12
won the
gold
first-
pieces, 20 silver, and 15 copper, in favor of Hex, to the one of Darian.
So it's current tally is like 7 wins Hex, 1 win Darian.
Yeah, roughly. And so you guys are all level 4 now. If you guys have any questions about how like the level ups and if it's like character like the custom class for you, Chris,
Mhm.
hit me up. And yeah, we'll leave
Yeah.
that for tonight. Hopefully, if we can do it Friday, we can redo it Friday. Maybe start earlier if we do this long.
Yeah, for sure.
So you guys are all down
Do
Friday
what
though,
we
right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
we're done Friday, so we're doing it this Friday.
We did a little bit of a weird one on Monday this time around, but
We had an emergency session this time.
it's Tuesday now technically, so you know.
Well, yeah, it's like an emergency session for Tuesday
Yeah.
because
Yeah, everyone was here, so we thought might as well do it. Like we didn't do it last week, so it don't make sense. All right, thanks to you guys for joining, and it's been quite fun session this time around. All right.